What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Hada back with another Eagles Unleashed podcast. We've been gone for a minute, but guess what? We back. You know what I'm saying? Just like the birds. How many days we got to the Eagles kick off the season, fellas? Do y'all know? Does anybody
90
know?
something days, 90 days.
I think it was like 80 something.
80
like
something days.
88, I think.
Like 86, 87, 88, something like that. You know what I mean? We all just amped up. We all getting ready. You know what I mean? Because we all ready to see the Philadelphia Eagles repeat. You know, just like Quez just said, man, that's our dopamine. You know what I mean? This what we do. You know what I mean? And we're gonna jump into it today. We're gonna talk about, Jaire Alexander getting cut he getting released from Green Bay Packers. Do y'all think that that's somebody who we should go get? Because there is reports that Jaire Alexander the Eagles is a top landing spot for Jaire Alexander. How y'all feel about that?
Let me go ahead and snatch this one, y'all. I think we should go ahead and sign a veteran cornerback, whether it be Alexander, Stephon Gilmore. I am starting to side with Quiz a little bit, simply because even if, and I was listening to 500 today too, he had a great point with this. Why? What hurts to put Jaire Alexander or Stephon Gilmore or somebody of that nature on a 1-year contract to come into training camp and compete with Keely Ringo? Keely Ringo has essentially been given a job without really showing the team. Well, I can't say that. The fan base. I'm gonna stick with the fan base. He ain't really been on that field really producing like that, like a Quinion, like a Coop, like a Slay.
Right.
He ain't really done that. So why not bring in a veteran, all-pro cornerback? Both of them, all-pro cornerbacks, veterans, savvy. Why not bring them in to compete with a young guy like that who's still unproven? I mean, he get a couple snaps here and there, but he's not on the field all the time. He's a starting quality cornerback. So what will hurt for Howard to bring in Jaire Alexander on a 1-year deal to compete and make, if Keely Ringo beat him out, then hey, let's see what he got when it comes to the season. But if he can't beat a guy like that out, let's go ahead and give Jaire Alexander. Now the downside with him is he's only played 7 games the past 2 seasons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That could be just him. He may have improper medical staff. He wasn't something ain't right with him, or something hasn't been right in the past 2 years for you to only play 7 games, whether it be just bad luck or whatever. But I felt like guys have been hurt through their careers. AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley, let's use those 2. But they come to Philly, and they get their shit together health wise. I remember Golden Tate saying that our medical staff was just improper as hell. Yeah. Like they was misdiagnosing people. We were bad, but we've changed. We switched the script over these past 2 years, and I say all that to say I have no doubt if Alexander come over here, despite his missed games, his injury history, I believe he can play a good solid 12 to 14 games. He may tweak some, it's football. It may happen, but he could come over here and press Keely Ringo for that position for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely, bro. Like I said just earlier in the group chat with y'all, man. A lot of people hound Keely Ringo. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe in him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's good, but at the same time, if we go out there and get Jaire Alexander, it shouldn't matter. Like, it shouldn't matter who we go get. If you that guy that everybody thinking you're gonna be, to me, in my eyes, you should still be able to win the position, regardless of who we go bring in the end. You see what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
like I said, this is my only thing with him. Like if y'all feel like he's ready, then why come he wasn't ready last year? When Isaiah Rogers was on the team, he wasn't getting more reps with he was losing reps from Isaiah Rogers. Like, come on, bro, you like I get it, you got the potential, but me personally, bro, I feel like he should move to safety, bro. Like he got all the traits, but I want to root for him, but at the same time, bro, we're in a position to where we don't need to experience. We need to go get it now, bro. Go get it now by any means. We can do all this shit later. And like I said, it shouldn't matter what we do to Keely Ringo because if he think he's that dude, it shouldn't matter who we go get. You gonna prove it regardless, bro. If you that guy, that's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I'm not mad if we don't go get them, but what I'm saying, I hope I'm wrong because I want Keely Ringo to do well, of course, because if he's doing well, that means the Eagles are having good success as well. But what I'm saying, I'd rather not, me personally, I just rather not try to experience it and just go and get a veteran so we can just, bro, no, let's just focus on getting these damn rings. But I get it, bro. We gotta focus on the future and the younger players, but I'm down with whatever we do, bro. Just me personally, I'm taking the more experienced corner back first. I'm sorry.
Hey man, look, fuck about the future, man. Our time is now.
Facts.
Our time is now, bro. The next 3 or 4 years is essential. All right, and on we gotta get at least another two Lombardi with this team that we have, bro.
Mhm.
We are stacked on offense. We're stacked. Our defense pretty much stacked as well. On especially on defense, we have a bunch of young guys. You know, I believe in Kelly Ringo, man. I'm really a big believer on Kelly Ringo. However, he's not proven. Alexander, he's proven. He's only 28. It's not like the guy's like Darius Slay that's like 30, 32. The guy's 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Right.
he's already proven that he's one of the best cornerback whenever he's healthy. And
Mhm.
just like Kevin said, they said the same thing about Barkley, AJ Brown, and other players as well. But whenever they come to Philly, whenever they have that Jalen Hurts syndrome, okay, because they want to play for that quarterback. They want to do good for our quarterback and
Mhm.
for our fans and for our team, man.
Right.
On Darius Slade, he was hurt a bunch of time last year, but he always kept coming back because he wants that Lombardi. He wants he see what Jalen Hurts and that offense is doing. Like, now I gotta match up the same energy that they give. Doesn't matter if I'm hurt or not. Lane Johnson was hurt. He came back right away too. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of guys that play hurt, but they still kept fighting through it. And I believe that if Alexander come in and somehow he does get hurt, I believe he'll do the same thing as well. You know what I'm saying? So he's already proven. If we can get him on a cheap on a good deal, he definitely got to come in. Pause.
Cool.
Facts.
I like that.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Right. It's just the thing to me is, why do you just release a player like that of his caliber? We all know he could ball. We all know how good he is. But why do you release him? Is it about injuries, right? Is it about locker room issues? Is it about money? Like, what is it? Because we not in a, I mean, we got the money to pay anybody. But in my opinion, I feel like we definitely need to keep some capital around, just in case an injury happen, because injuries are you just can't stop them. They're gonna happen, and we're gonna have to probably bring some help in here and there. But at the same time, Khalil Ringo has to get a shot. In my opinion, I feel like Khalil Ringo is ready. I just feel like he just didn't get a shot yet, and that's what Vic Fangio said as well. He was like, man, he just don't have the experience. And I mean, you could say, okay, why didn't he play last year or whatever? Why was he ready last year? But when you got a Slay over you, Slay is one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League. You just don't put Slay under a Khalil Ringo. Slay is just light years better, right?
Mhm.
But what I do think is that Khalil Ringo needs his opportunity. He needs it now, because if he's not good enough, then we need to go ahead and move on from a Khalil Ringo. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to have him on this roster. You know what I mean? And I think that it's his time right now. And if we bring a Jaire Alexander, who we all know he's better than Khalil Ringo. He's more proven, like y'all said. We all know that. But it's going to also take away the reps from Khalil Ringo and take away, his opportunity. So in that case, if you bring in a Jaire Alexander, then Khalil Ringo, you might as well just go ahead and get rid of him. You know what I
But
mean?
what if we win another Lombardi with him? Wouldn't that be worth it though?
I mean, it's worth it to me. Yeah, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, sure.
Lombardi is all is what's important to me. Is what's important to me. But at the same time, player development is important to me as well, right? Capital is important to me as well, right? Money is important to me as well. We're gonna have to pay Jaire Alexander. He's not gonna come in here it's not gonna be extremely cheap.
I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
He's not gonna get no big contract, bro. Cause he
No.
ain't coming out from injury. Hell no. It's gonna have to be a prove deal. I'm not giving him no more than 1 year. I'm not committing to him.
He been hurt too much.
He's proven
I agree with that.
Bro, he missed 34 games and only played 34 games. He 50-50. So I mean he is the proven corner, but we got the leverage because bro, they released you, bro, and you coming off a major injury. So he not gonna only a dummy will pay him. We'll pay him multiple years. It got to be a proof year. If I don't want him, if we taking him more than 1 year, it got to be a 1 year deal for me.
I agree. It's got to be, and that's the Eagle thing to do, really. But a guy like him and his situation and him being released, we're not giving. I've never seen the Eagles just sign a guy to a multi-year deal. We're gonna say it again.
I said we got the leverage.
No, I know we got the leverage. I said I ain't never seen the Eagles just sign a guy to a multi-year deal. Unless he that Nick, unless he was like that guy and he got released like a Saquon. Saquon dropped, and nobody pick him up. He was free agent. Boom, we quick on him. If it's a guy like that, yeah, we gonna do that. But Alexander been hurt 2 years straight. He only played 7 games in the past 2 years. Mm-hmm. He battling something. We know what type of potential he got, but of course, I feel like Howie will definitely give him a 1 year deal. But how to what you were saying, with Ringo, I think his reps start in training camp. He got to. That's I'm over here trying to figure out who do we have on as our cornerbacks. We got Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Keely Ringo. Who else is a corner?
Adoree
Besides
Jackson.
the 3, bro. Adoree Jackson.
Eli Ricks is debatable with him.
Eli Ricks
is debatable. He right there with Eli, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie.
So you said what?
I think he might be a little bit better than Eli. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
But I'm saying debatable though, bro. But be honest, who had the most impact when they got on the field between the two?
I would say Ringo,
bro.
No, I'm talking about,
I would say Ringo.
No, who? How?
Because I haven't seen Eli touch the field.
It's been a minute since Eli played.
What about 2023, bro?
That's a minute, Quiz.
Yeah, it was a minute, bro.
That's a minute, Quiz.
No, look, I'm saying Keely was on the roster. He wasn't getting no tick.
But that's because we had Slay, Cooper, and Quinyon, who's all light years better than him.
You telling me Ringo can't?
And Isaiah Rodgers too, bro. Like we can't, bro. Isaiah Rodgers, he's at number 1 right now too, bro.
Isaiah Rodgers.
Whenever he was on the Colts, he was a number 1.
I'm talking about 2022.
You're breaking up, bro.
All the clock. When he was getting more tick than him. Can y'all hear me?
Who? Yeah, he was breaking up. You said who? Eli was getting more tick than Khalil?
Yeah, in 2023, remember? He was starting some games in the slot.
He was getting beat bad though at some time, man. He was getting beat like a drum.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not saying he's better, but I'm saying though, like he might have proved in practice that he could do better than him. You see what I'm saying though? But yeah. But yeah,
I feel like in 2023, I feel like Kelly Ringo got a lot better because at 2023, I thought he was trash too, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I think he got a lot better from 2023 to now too.
Yeah. So where do y'all see him? You know, how much tick is he gonna get? You know, outside of that base formation, like, you know what I mean? Because if you look at it, most of the time, Cooper is gonna be on. I mean, I don't know what we looking like right now, but Cooper probably gonna be on there as well. He probably gonna be on this. Huh? Yeah, he gonna be the Swiss Army guy. He'll be there guarding a second receiver most of the time.
Now let me ask you this though, because Vic Fangio was actually talking about moving him to safety, Cooper. How do you guys feel about that?
I'm cool with that too.
I feel like he's still gonna play his nickel role.
Yeah.
He may roll back to safety sometimes, and then he's gonna roll down into the nickel position. I feel like he needs to, like the Swiss Army knife. We've been talking about him being that since he's been drafted. He can do so many things. So I think it is fair to go ahead and venture out with his athletic abilities. See what he can do now. Like you saw, he was a menace in the
He's a
slot.
pure athlete.
He a pure athlete.
Play
He a
anywhere.
menace in the slot. So go ahead, put him at safety and see how he can roam back there. You know, you never know until you test a guy out. And it's funny I'm saying that because you got to test Ringo out too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like Coop showed his dominance in not even in the preseason and the training camp because he was hurt. He hopped on the field because we had to give him a shot, and he that dude. I just feel like Ringo been here X amount of years. And had he been that guy, if he was that guy, he'd have hopped. He'd have took somebody's spot. You know what I'm saying? Or he'd have been starting somewhere. But like you said, we do have Slay. We did have Slay.
Yep.
We had so it'd have been tough. But I just feel like right now, Keely Ringo doesn't have anybody to really like give him that good competition for a starting spot. You know, you bring Alexander in, and he gonna put his head on. All right, I got some work to do. All right, you know he ain't no slouch over here. He coming from my spot. It's supposed to be mine, but they done brought this guy in here. So now you gotta put your head down and really go to work now. Bring your lunch pail and get to work, Keely Ringo. I would love to see the guy do great. I just feel like me personally, he needs somebody to go ahead and push him a little bit more because I don't feel like we have that guy at the cornerback 2 position to really push him. Yeah. Or we just gonna give him the spot and then see come season time if he is or if he is not.
Yeah, I'm gonna give because we're gonna find out first 2-3 the game. No, I'm gonna know. No, real talk, bro. We're gonna know what corner he is in week 1, bro.
In training, we gonna know
There's
before
no hiding.
Training camp.
No
training camp.
We gonna know in training camp. We gonna know in training camp.
If he end up starting, we're gonna find out what type of corner he is. The first game is gonna prove it to me, because I know it's his first game, but these are dogs, bro. What more do you not need to bring your game? You need to bring your A game. So the first 3 games I'm gonna know what type of corner he is, bro. First 3 to 4 games.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I mean that might be too late. We got a tough schedule to start the season. I mean, we gotta know in training camp if he good.
No, yeah. I feel the same way. We gotta know and we gotta hear good things in training camp. He gotta be balling in training camp. And really Rager kind of fucked me up with training camp because all we heard was good shit about Rager in training camp.
Training camp, yeah.
Come the season time, you know. So it depends on the person though. It depends on the person and the player you are, the person you are. Because like I said, Rager was a training camp menace. Come game time, he couldn't do anything like that. You know, some guys perform better when the lights are on.
I knew he was gonna be a buster on guard.
Yeah, he wasn't good. That was a terrible pick. That was a terrible pick. If we had to pick Jettas in that, imagine Jettas, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith. Oh my God! Like this.
I was just talking about that today.
Fucking Lombardi up.
If we would have drafted Justin Jefferson, we probably wouldn't have. We wouldn't have.
No,
we wouldn't have all of this.
We wouldn't have AJ for sure.
We wouldn't have all of this.
Probably not. You're probably right about that.
And it would have been just him as the pure dominant receiver, and we probably wouldn't have a bowl. You know, we just had a great ass receiver.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm grateful for what led us to here, honestly.
So do y'all think that Jaire would fit this Fangio scheme? Like he'll fit it perfectly?
Yeah, because he's a zone corner, bro. Like hell yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what type of corner he was, but yeah, he's a zone corner.
I mean, he can play man, but he's more of a zone corner. But he don't commit penalties, bro. He's a disciplined corner, bro. Like he know what he's doing. Like, bro, I get it, bro. Y'all want to build a Keely train. I'm cool with it, but I'm saying, bro, why would you do that when you already know you guarantee you can go guarantee, bro? I know our chances are better with this person. Like, bro, I'm cool, bro. I'm not about favoritism, bro. I want to win them. I want the best chance of winning the bowl. That's all.
I feel you, Quest. Real shit.
Right. That's it. But I would love to get Gilly, bro. You know, I'm a big fan of Stephon Gilmore. I think that, you know, he's a player, he's solid, you know, he's an all-around good corner. He could do everything on the field. I don't see how this dude is still a free agent or, you know, not being picked up by a squad. Like Gilly is a dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
like what's going on there?
But to me, if we were to pick up him, I would have just stick with Slay, bro. Because I think they're on the same character. I think like at this point in time, I think Jaire is a little bit better than both of them, just because of his age and overall. I mean, the only thing that's holding him back really is just that he being hurt.
Stay healthy. Yeah, he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's holding him back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's like a top 3 on the cornerback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We just got this
He made
kryptonite
the
over here.
He ain't been an All-Pro before.
Right.
He never been an All Pro.
No, see, he have. Man,
Oh, okay, yeah,
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 Jaire
yeah.
Alexander for sure
Yeah,
been all pro.
yeah.
We gonna find out for sure though. We're gonna find out. And even if we don't, take a corner or pick up a free agent cornerback, I'm still grateful for having a coach like Vic Fangio. And I believe he'll do right by us. Like if we do try it out there with Keely Ringo, so be it. Like we finna find out.
Fangio high on him. Fangio
He
high on him.
high, he's high on him for sure.
He's high on him. I mean, over Adoree Jackson. I mean, that says a lot because Adoree is a veteran.
I'm not trying
And
to
Adoree. No, I'm with you on that, Quest.
You can tell me. I'm not.
Adoree Jackson is just depth. He's
Yeah,
depth.
I'm not trying to experience that at all. I don't care about what he does. I don't care if he get 9 interceptions in training camp. I don't care.
So what do we pay a Jaire Alexander on a 1-year deal?
Bro, I give
the
him
same thing. 10,000. I mean, 10 mil. 10 mil.
I say, damn, dog.
I know, right?
Woo, let me get in the lead. That sounds like a price for your boy right here. I go play corner for $10,000.
I don't give a damn.
Shit.
We gotta go play.
I signed that deal quick as hell.
Cause I go play for 10 stacks.
Yeah.
Rock to this.
Just to throw that Eagles uniform on. Shit, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I run through a wall for these birds. I ain't gonna cap you.
But I would say, like, what's right now? What's the market value for a corner? Which I don't know, but I say a solid 1-year deal for a cornerback. I give him $8 million. I give him $8 million.
I think Blake, he's not gonna get less than 10 though. I don't think.
Okay.
Blake got 10 from Steelers.
Yeah,
but he wasn't injured though.
That's what I'm saying. Jaire, he come with stipulations now.
8 to 10, 8 to 10, 8 to 12. Bro.
Yeah, I say that.
8
to 12, 1 year deal, whatever it may be.
He coming off an injury, so how are you gonna be like, hell no, I'm gonna give you about 7.
6, 7. How we gonna? Yeah, he gonna talk.
He might go somewhere else because there's a lot of teams needing corners right now.
Bro, I think he's going to the Ravens. I think he's going to
that
go
would
to the Ravens.
suck, bro. That would suck for him, man.
Man,
they get everybody. They take everybody.
He played with Lamar in college.
Yeah, that's true.
Them niggas
took every draft pick. They was good friends coming out that draft too. 18. Yeah. They were real, like they were close coming in the first round together.
I hope he go there. So I hope
Lamar Jackson
so
and
can stop making
Alexander.
excuses. So they can stop making excuses for this man. So when we see them in the Super Bowl, that's if they make it to the Super Bowl. We beat them, and then there ain't gonna be no more excuses saying, "Oh, he need help," when he got plenty of fucking help.
Bro, I don't think bro gonna ever make it to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest. Like I like Lamar. I think he's a great player, but he just don't have what it takes. Like bro, just don't have what it takes.
That's all.
Nah, bro.
He's a damn good football player.
I think for the Ravens to make it, Patrick Mahomes gotta be hurt. Joe Burrow gotta be out of the league. Like,
Josh Allen,
that, bro.
That's real.
Sorry,
but but look, they're gonna continue to get a bunch of talent. They already acquired a bunch of talent in the draft, and these guys still can't get over the hump. But everybody got the excuse for Lamar Jackson, bro.
They're gonna make an excuse this season too.
It's crazy, bro.
I think the Super Bowl really lies on like quarterback play. I honestly believe like if you have subpar quarterback play, your chances of going to the Super Bowl is canceled. You can cancel that. Yeah. But even if you have a good team, like if the quarterback play is not good enough, you could cancel it. Like Jalen Hurts may not play his best games throughout some of the season, but when it's time to win in the playoffs and a throw need to be made for a critical first down, you can count on Jalen.
People don't understand that, Kev. People just don't understand that though.
And honestly, bro, he didn't even play bad outside of the first 5 games, bro. After that, he was not playing bad. He just wasn't throwing the ball 40 times. We were throwing the ball 20 times. He was 17 to 20, 18 to 20. Yeah, like he was 8 for 25 and shit. Like he just threw the ball 22 times.
I'm not gonna tap, bro. There were some games last year that we were like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, Jalen?
I said early in the season.
Early on.
No, I think it was in the middle of the season too. I think it was in the middle of the season, like game 8 or 9, something like that. He was doing some bum, but it wasn't like a 2 games back to back though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he had some bad moments in some games. Like
Yeah.
we're not gonna sit here and say that like he perfect, but that we're not looking for a quarterback to be perfect. We're looking for you to win when it's needed. You know what I mean? Like when
That's
in
it.
the playoffs, that's what we're looking for. Like
That's
we
it.
know that you may not have a great season. He can come out and have a 4,000 yard season next year and not go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like
We could
it
care
is.
less about that.
That's what
Yeah,
right. It's about what you do in the
I,
playoffs. That's what people don't
Right.
I
understand.
just hate that
Right.
they try to make it seem like because you don't got a whole bunch of touchdown passes that you're not valuable to your team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But when we're seeing this, man, we seen him do that already. We're not us Eagles fans. We don't care about this shit, bro. None of that means
Mm-mm.
anything to us. That's only exciting for losers, but because that's all y'all used to seeing y'all quarterbacks do is be good in the regular season and lose. If these
Right.
folks are so elite, why can they not translate their game to the playoffs? Now all of a sudden nobody got help when you get in the playoffs. Like, come
Yeah.
on, help,
Right.
bro.
Yep.
Like Lamar, he constantly winning 12, 13 games, but you somehow can't win with that talent when it's time to win. Now all of a sudden you don't got a team. Oh, he carried the team.
Yep.
Okay. Do you not so they act like your quarterback gotta do everything in order for you to win, in order to be good. Like, no, you supposed to be able to rely on your team, bro. That's what a team
Right.
is.
Right.
This is like saying like you're not gonna have a good game. This is like, bro, have y'all ever played sports where y'all played against a group of people when y'all knew y'all was better than you, but y'all just didn't have it that game?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like,
Shit. Yeah.
it
Absolutely
just
all the
wasn't your
time.
game. It
Yeah.
happens in NFL, bro. You're not
Hmm.
gonna be perfect every game, bro. You're gonna have ups and downs. And with them,
Mhm.
they just so mad to the fact because of what we got around. They act like it's only the system. But no, bro. Y'all forgetting all y'all niggas was on Hurst Dick in 2022 and early 2023. Now all of a sudden he was carried his whole career, and I be hating that shit, bro. I just hate how folks be lying on him, dude. I don't like this shit.
Yeah. And one thing I can't get with, and I be commenting on Instagram and shit, and folks always say, no matter what platform it is, YouTube, Instagram, X, if such and such had the Eagles roster. I'm
Yeah.
How do
like, yo,
you know
what
that?
the fuck is this? We
How do
got
you
a
know that?
GM
How do
who
you
put
know
this
that?
shit in place for us.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Like,
got a
come on,
second
bro.
round quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We got a second round receiver. We got a second round guard. We got an undrafted left tackle. Like,
Yeah.
what is this? If such and such had the Eagles
And,
roster, then
and,
he would do
and,
this and that and the third. That's whack,
and that's what
bro.
I'm talking about, bro. They keep talking about, they making it seem like his season has, that season he just came off with, it's been his whole entire career as an Eagle. They're trying
Right.
to make us forget about the stuff that he did and make it seem like he never did anything for us.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I hate the most, bro. They be lying.
I just hate the
Yeah, bro.
fact that
And this is why um coaching matter, bro. Because the main thing that we did last year, we got all new coaches beside the head coach. Everybody else was new, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that
right.
matters, bro. That matters. The linebacker, the king from that we got from Tennessee, he's amazing, bro. The
Hmm.
thing that he did with Zach Bond and a Kobe Dean, that's amazing. We still have him. The Pretty much everybody on defense, we have the same coaches that we had from last year, man. Nobody left. So to me, if Patulo, if he can just keep the main thing, and keep running the ball just like Kellen Moore did last year, man, I think we'll go back to the bowl bearing any injury. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we have the same coaches. That's the most important thing about anything, bro.
Right.
Yes, I agree.
And not just that, how we went and replenished the talent that we lost. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you look at what's happening in the OTAs right now, we're gonna get into that. Like we lost Milton Williams, but we got Ty Robinson, bro, who is looking like a complete dog right now, dog. Like he's already getting praise from Jalen Carter, who probably is considered one of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League
The
right now.
best, Hyder. The
Yeah,
best.
the best, right? And he still got stuff to work on, right? He still
Mm-hmm.
need to get better,
Yep.
but he's still one of the best defensive tackles in the league. And he already getting praise from he's already praising Ty Robinson, bro. Ty Robinson and Jalen Carter is gonna be a great duo. I think that he's gonna have a great rookie season. Also, man, I think Jordan Davis is going to have a good season. So we still right. We still in a good position to continue moving forward and chase this ring, bro. Like how we replenish that talent. People forget that.
Mm-hmm. and it may be young talent, but you just like one thing I know about the NFL is you just never know until week one. You never know who is going to pop off. You can say, "Oh man, you guys, you can't say that that's good talent he replaced. Those guys are rookies. You don't know what they done. You're right. I don't know what he done, but I damn sure not finna put it past him what he probably can do. You
Right.
know, there's been plenty of rookies who've been drafted in the 7th round and pop
Right.
off. You know, Brock Purdy. Just he may not be that good, but he damn sure just went to the. Did he go to the Super Bowl?
He did. He did.
EA, I got to
Yeah.
give it to the guy. He was a
It's
7th
terrible,
round
isn't
pick, Mr. Irrelevant, and carried
Yeah.
the team to the bowl. So you just never
Yeah.
know what a guy can do. So I'm glad how he replenished
He did.
the talent on the defensive end. Linebacker after losing Oren Burks, you replace him with. Well, we think a first round talent, Jaire Campbell, will be much better than higher ceiling than Oren Burks. You know,
Oh, yeah.
we didn't really lose much. Slay, CJ on the back end, Oren Burks in the middle, and Milton Williams on the line. You replaced him. We replaced CJ. You can see what Makuba got. I like the young talent. It's always good to go the young route. This is a young man's game. 30, 28, 29, 30, they're going to get you up out of here. You guys 21, 22, 23,
Right.
stuff like that. But we're gonna see what these guys got for sure. Like I feel like how we didn't have a sexy draft, but I promise I think this draft is gonna be productive. Like the guys we got are going to help the team. They're going to produce very well. Whether they are gunner on the outside and hit a nigga for a forced fumble and we recover that motherfucker. Whoever that was, go nigga. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Gonna produce, bro. I feel like this draft gonna produce.
It
There wasn't
is.
a lot of sexy names, but Jaire Campbell. But what's his name? Robinson. Man, I feel
Yeah.
like he gonna
And
produce for
and
real.
and, and another
And
thing too,
Makuba.
to add to that too, Kev, is like everybody, or especially the talking heads, pause. They're saying that you don't know how the defense is gonna be on all that. They're talking like we lost on like Milton Williams, Josh Sweat. They're saying like
Yeah, I forgot Slay.
they didn't even get double-digit sacks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
I think Josh Sweat had like 6 sacks throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like we lost like a major component on that defense, which I really think we didn't. Unless we lost Jalen Carter, which we didn't,
Right.
I think we will be just fine.
But we lost Sweat, but we got Nolan Smith, who's ready to make that next step.
Right.
If you listen to him in his pressers, you know what I'm saying, you could tell by how he worked, his mentality, how he's focused on stopping the run. When a lot of guys who we had, that was edge rushers, they main focus was pass rush. So he's already focused in and dialed in on stopping the run. And that is Super Bowl culture when you can stop the run. A lot of teams get blown out, right? Because they can't stop the run. Look at the Commanders last year. They had such a good offense, whatever, but they was trash at stopping the run. And they got that 55 BTA that I love. One of my favorite games of the year, watching these guys get smoked, right? And so we focus on stopping the run, bro, and that's the difference in this defense, and that's why Fangio is one of the ones, because he keep it 100 with us. Fangio don't lie to us. There was a lot of defensive coordinators that we had that just lied to us on time and time again. But Fangio, man, he tell us the damn truth. That's why I like him.
He gonna give it to you raw too. Pause.
Hell yeah.
I agree, man. The most irky thing to me, like they people they be trying to tell us about our own team, like we don't know what's going on in our team. Oh, y'all don't get this person, so y'all not going back. Okay, because we lost a pass rusher, we're not going back to the Super Bowl. What? Like, dude. Yeah. I'd be like, bro, okay, then when we do come back, oh, they're a super team, bro. They're a super team.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
no bro, like, are we trash or are we a super team?
Which one is it?
Bro?
But they said that we was a super team last year, but like we always discuss, when you talk about that, to start the season, we didn't know what we have. This was all a guess. We didn't know that we had a dominant defense like we had. We
didn't know what we had on defense. We knew what we had on offense, but we didn't know what we had on defense.
But defense is
for an average defense. We would have won the Super Bowl with an average defense, bro. I'm God. If we just had a top, because remember we were coming in the season, bro. If we could just have like a top 15 defense, we're going back to the bowl.
Yeah, that's what we said. Hey, we ended up going up.
So I got a question for y'all. So there hasn't been a repeat. There has not been a repeat division champion since 01 02 and 03 and 04. Okay, I'm sorry. This can't be right, but this is what it say. They got Philadelphia 01, 02, 03, and 04. That makes sense because we was in NFC Championship them times.
Right.
So the last time we went back to back was 03 and 04. After that, it was a toss up. We have not had a repeat division winner in 20 years, 21 years. Does it happen this year?
We'll have the division start up by the time we get to Washington.
So this is it because
what week is that again, Quest? I don't remember.
15.
We played
15.
We played 16th and 18th.
Oh, 16, 18. You're right.
Yeah, I agree with that. We sewing this puppy up. It's gonna be. Look, I don't know if there's any team in the division that's better than this, bro. If you look at what's happening right now with the Commanders, because I think that's the only team that actually had a shot, right? But if you look if you look at what's happening with this team, bro, this team is really in shambles. Right, we over here, we chilling. We got AJ Brown in the link, kicking this, you know what I mean? Working hard, ready to chase another Lombardi. Nobody worried about money. Nobody worried about these issues. But look, the Commanders is in shambles.
How do they think we content and we not? They think
no,
we got the ring. They think that we ain't gonna be hungry no more.
No, we hungry.
And another thing too is these past couple years, it sounds like we thrive off the disrespect. Yes. We thrive off of that. Like you keep putting Jalen Hurts down. You keep putting the man down. And he didn't carry us to a Super Bowl. The first one, we didn't fully accomplish it. And then the next time around, he brings us to the Super Bowl and he bring it home. And then you disrespected him ever since. Maybe 1 year he didn't get no disrespect. That MVP type year he had, but he didn't win it.
2022,
yeah. But we thrive off the disrespect. You come to Philly and you throw all your fan gear on Rocky. Oh shit! You disrespect. It never works out. Washington came for the NFC Championship and Drake Rocky and Washington stuff. I said, damn, this game is over. We didn't just put belt to ass. We pulled y'all pants down and beat that ass.
Worst loss in their franchise history, bro. We put up the most points on their team. They can never say, I don't care if they win a division this year. They can never say they're better than us. Never.
They may take a step back.
For years, bro.
They may take a step back.
I hope they take a step
back. I hope we break the franchise record. Sorry, nigga.
Bro, because they act like this dude. They act like this dude is one of them ones, bro.
The second coming.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Okay, fool.
He decent.
Talking about, dude. Like, bro, that man throwing dirt balls and shit against us, bro. Like,
right.
Bro, he threw 5 touchdowns. Okay, put context in it. Y'all couldn't move the ball until CJ got ejected.
CJ got hurt. Yeah, he went out.
Bro, come on, man.
Come on, 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns is equated to a loss
y'all
still.
Didn't play nobody outside of us and the Ravens last year. In the Bucks, that's it. Y'all didn't play nobody else. And y'all got blew up by us and by the Ravens. And would have beat y'all 3 times if Jalen Hurts would have played in that second game.
Mm-hmm.
But
we're gonna give it to him. But they act like a sophomore slump isn't a real thing. Like the tape is out. I'm not saying that he's gonna have a super slump like that, but the tape is out. Like this is the NFL, bro. Like you're not gonna be. He's not gonna be as damn, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fine.
Unpredictable, maybe. The other thing, he's not going to be that unpredictable. Like when you go and we didn't really know too much about him. He's scrambling all over the place. He's very elusive. Like you can't help but to get that tape out on you. So all your tendencies is going to be shown. It's the NFL. Motherfucker's going to key in on you. Okay, this what he do. He like to do this, that, and the third. Motherfucker's going to slow that down. They're going to make you do something different, bro. So are you, as the Washington fan base, prepare for that because you just got a rookie who just torched the league last year. Went to the NFC conference game. Great. You know, we spanked that ass. But when it comes down to the second season, is he really going to do this? Is he going to change up his game for the league? Because they got something. Every 31 other teams got something for him. Right. Is he going to adapt his game to the league now? That's my question.
And we have to wait. We have to wait to see that. And so we can say, okay, well, Jaden is one of them, right? We have to wait to see that. I'm not about to just crown him one of them better than Jalen Hurts. And I ain't even seen him do the things that Jalen Hurts has done.
Bro, y'all whole season was lucky as hell, bro. Y'all
That's
trying to
true.
attach Jalen Hurts. Y'all act like Hurts don't do anything because, bro, any quarterback would have took a back seat with the way Saquon was playing, bro. They
Yeah,
make it seem
true
like
that.
other quarterbacks who've been throwing the ball crazy. No, bro, nobody would have took the ball out of Saquon's hands, bro. We running the shit out of the ball. It was
Hmm.
they act, oh, it's because he can't throw the ball. No, our running back just going fucking ape shit. We didn't need
Right.
to throw the ball 40 times, bro.
Look,
They just do.
put.
They do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say put Tom Brady or Peyton Manning in Jalen Hurts position with Saquon Barkley back there, and they have the same exact production throwing the ball as Hurts did. Put their name and image in his position. Ain't got shit to say. Ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to say about Tom Brady or Peyton Manning if you put him in the exact same position, give him the exact stats, and Saquon Barkley behind him running crazy like he did.
Yeah.
They still gonna be the best quarterback in the league.
Right.
And
It's
they
no,
have
it's
to
no
do
hate.
shit.
It's no
It's just
hate
the
gonna be
fact that
there.
they don't like him. They don't like him, bro, because he's not a
Right.
traditional quarterback, and he not gonna flash you to death. They want to just really folks just they want to be entertained, bro. They don't really care about winning. They care about stats.
Because they know
Like
their
man,
team not going to the Super
yeah,
Bowl. That's what it is. So they're
Mhm.
like, let me enjoy this regular season victory, because that's all we're gonna get. We know our quarterback not capable of going to the Super Bowl and winning it. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in the AFC.
Right.
yeah.
I mean,
And this,
we were their Super Bowl, The
yeah,
win
Fact.
against us was their Super Bowl.
Are you talking
yeah,
about the
and hey,
Commanders?
yeah, and this is what killed me the most, bro. Like they say when he balled out, oh, it's because you got AJ Brown. No, duh shit. Like you just gonna have any like of course if you got duh, what the fuck? What he not supposed to have they make it seem like he not supposed to have nothing. Like I don't get it, bro. Like what is y'all obsession with trying to why do you need to see him with nothing around him? Like that don't even make sense. What
It doesn't.
organization would not put nothing around their quarterback?
It doesn't.
That's
Exactly.
retarded.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb as
Like,
hell.
what is y'all obsession with this shit, bro? Like,
Like we can't have a decent wideout. Like you said, Quiz. What's so wrong? Why you mad that our GM put pieces in place for our quarterback? Oh, he's not that good because your GM gave him AJ Brown.
no, you
I'm
still got to
sorry.
throw them the ball.
He
Like,
still got
come
to
on,
throw
bro.
him the ball.
If
That
he
part.
did, why he shouldn't be succeeding with the talent he got? Y'all
That
saying
part.
he's sorry as hell. That's how y'all
Or had
starting,
his
but
best
he
season.
still be sorry with the talent he got.
Right. He had his best season with Jalen Hurts as
Come
quarterback.
on now. And
Like, come
you
on,
act
bro.
like he not putting. He got to deliver the ball. The quarterback has to
Yeah,
deliver the ball, whether he handing it off or tossing it or he throwing it downfield. He has to deliver the ball accurately, precisely. He can't
On
just fucking
time.
throw the ball on
Yeah.
time,
because
on
you
Mhm.
can
with
still be
rhythm.
sorry as hell just because you got talent
Come
around
on.
him. You gonna play good. So
But
what?
Yeah.
So you telling
keep
me they
keep
just
hating
throwing
on
the
Hurts
ball?
though. That's gonna bring us success. Keep
Yeah,
hating on Hurts
and
and bring us success.
yeah, and then look, and
That
then they say, oh, well, I need to see him play good against Spags defense. Might do exactly what y'all asked him to do. Now then you flip around and say, oh, it's because you got this and that because they stacked the
Yeah.
box. Yeah, they said they was gonna stack the box and make him throw the ball.
Right.
They
Mhm.
did it exactly what you said,
Right.
bro. It's like
Super
y'all
Bowl
niggas
MVP.
retarded, bro. I don't get y'all. Y'all
He
just
didn't
don't like him. That's all
boy
it
threw
is. Y'all
one
don't
pick.
like the Eagles and y'all don't like him. That's
That's
all
all.
it is. That's all it is. Y'all just don't like him. Just say you don't like. You're not a fan of his game. That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They can't keep it that real though, because that's all you gotta say. I don't like the way he play. All right,
Just
cool.
say
Well, he's
it.
not on your team. He on our team.
Right. Right.
I love the
You-
way he play. And
And
sometimes we've seen the bad hurts and we've seen the greatest hurts. We didn't got on his ass about my thing. What I hated about Hurts,
turnovers.
Come on,
but
and you know we
he
keep
the
it real,
nigga
bro.
the nigga run to the right and don't know what to do with the ball. Sometimes he always would roll to the right in his early
Yeah.
career. Roll
Mhm.
to the right, throw the ball out of the bounds. I'm like, fuck. Like, what is it that you can't see, Hurts? We didn't dealt with the inconsistencies of him, and we didn't seen the progression of his
Yeah,
game.
running
He's
out,
our
yep, running
quarterback.
out the
Right.
pocket. 2021, that's all he was doing, running out of the pocket early as
Run up
hell.
Exactly.
straight to the right, straight to
2022,
the
Exactly.
I'm
right.
standing there throwing that motherfucker on God. They act like he can't. They just, bro. I don't, bro. They be on dude. It's like, dude, y'all really. I just don't understand, bro. Niggas act like they just forget history just because what Saquon did. Like, I
Yeah.
hate this. God.
That's why it's the ultimate team sport though, because it's not all on your quarterback. Don't get me wrong, the quarterback play a very very critical piece in the
Yeah,
Right.
and
team
you
and
see what when
winning.
you're trying to rely just on your quarterback, you're not gonna win. You see Josh
Right.
Allen, y'all thinking he's so elite. Oh, but when he lose, now he don't got help. Come on.
That's a fact right
Man,
there,
that dude
Stu.
out there playing with JJ, I think, and Whiteside and shit. Come on, bro. He
right.
Stu said it.
It might not be
Stu
better
said
than
it.
That's a fact right
somebody
there,
else, but he
Stu.
got help.
I can't even cap you on that one.
That's
That's a
Come on,
damn
man.
fact.
That's a damn fact. They gonna continue to push their goalposts for the next 7 years.
Yep.
He will never be respected, and that's why we're
Look,
gonna win 4 bowls in those
this how
7
I know
years.
Jalen Hurts gonna get like 4 rings, bro. They're gonna be saying, bro, this man gonna, I'm telling you, bro, they might gonna have 4 MVPs. They still gonna be saying, bro, it was the team. How you get 4 MVPs?
That's like saying, when they say, if Joe Burrow or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson had the Eagles offense, what they could have done. That's like saying, well, Tom Brady wouldn't have been the greatest quarterback ever if he wasn't on the Patriots and had him, Belichick, coaching him. What kind of shit is that? But he
Right.
did have him.
Exactly.
He did have him.
I don't want to hear the what
How
if.
you know how they chemistry gonna be on the field?
Exactly.
That shit
I
crazy.
don't want to hear the what ifs, bro, because I don't have to understand the what ifs. What only thing I have to understand is what I'm seeing in front of my eyes, and that's a Lombardi in the locker. You know what I'm saying? That's the rings on their finger. That's what I'm saying. The banner being raised. I don't have to understand what if this or what if that, because for what? That's wasting my time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then they blaming him for having talent. Anybody can't control that shit. Obviously, they believe in you. You mad. That's really what they really just mad because they teams can't. Their general manager's not doing the shit we doing. You can't get mad.
Teams got talent though.
Around him, bro.
I'm telling you, Kev.
Them teams got talent.
I'm telling you, this is the NFL, bro. This is the
They
NFL.
paying folks under the table and shit to pick everybody. Y'all bitch ass at the same. Y'all had the opportunity to pick Jaire Campbell just like when he shot this season. Y'all gonna be saying, bro, y'all got the best linebacker core, bro. He got carried by Jaire Campbell. But y'all didn't even pick him up, dumbass nigga.
The 31st pick. Like you chose something different,
kids, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is the most disrespectful generation that ever what this
it
last
is, bro.
generation, bro. Oh God, them all they
terrible.
do is disrespect folks.
Terrible.
It really be the kids though. I ain't gonna lie. It really be kids.
that shit crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Find out though, man.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this because the other day, bro, I was having I had a heated conversation with EC1, bro. You know about Nick Sirianni and shit. All right.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We know how Dogger finna come.
I need to ask you guys this though. Where do you rank him or Nick Sirianni on coaching wise right now, going to like the overall right now?
I'm not telling you, dog.
I give him top 5.
I'm not
bro.
telling you.
Top 5.
I'm not telling you.
No. I want to know, bro.
I'm gonna you want to take this out of quiz?
Though. Even though he'll call
No, go ahead.
top 5.
Look,
Go ahead, Kev.
you got Nick Sirianni who just won a Super Bowl last year. You got Nick Sirianni who has been to the Super Bowl twice in the past 3 years. Nick Sirianni. Let me ask. Somebody asked Siri what's Nick Sirianni's record. I don't fucking know it. I know it's a winning one though.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else do we have in the NFC? Who's has a resume as such? You got Dan Campbell over there who had a phenomenal regular season, just don't get it done in the playoffs. You got who else? Who coaching Green Bay?
It's a fact. It's a fact, Stu.
That's a fact.
Yes, that is a damn. And yes, that's a damn fact, Stu.
That's all I want to tell
Glad
Dogger.
he said it.
That's a fact, though.
Glad he
that's
said
what I
it.
was
Because I feel
gonna
the same way.
Though. You can't lie. That's a fact, though. Bro.
That's a fucking
Lie,
fact.
Dogger. That's a fact, though.
That's a fact.
That's a
It's
damn good fact.
Everybody
Stu,
need help. But
if you
take
look
a shot to that shit.
Together, bro.
Yeah, I got to take a shot to that too, Stu. Because
Andy Reid has ample amount of times. He had ample opportunities to provide us one fucking Lombardi. He couldn't do it. Nick Sirianni come over here. Matter of fact, and I'm gonna give Dougie P number 2 because he been to 1 and he won 1. My boy Sirianni been to 2. You know, he got dealt with the first one. It's all good.
Yeah,
but he took care of business this one.
Yeah.
Throughout our history, we've only won 2 Super Bowls. You gotta credit the coaches
who put that Lombardi
1 and 2, who put the Lombardi in that case. You got to credit those guys because that's the pinnacle of the game, the Super Bowl.
Hell no.
hold on. I gotta hear what
I
Doc got.
can't, bro. I can't. I just can't.
Bro, no, I ain't gonna lie, hell no, dog. He
Dog, come on, bro. So
No. I'm not saying. I'm not because I haven't been a fan long enough where I can say like he's not the best coach in Eagles franchise history. So I'm not saying that, but for me, he's not a top 3 head coach this year. He's not.
How?
To me.
Doc, you're bringing the controversy, man. Come on.
Only coaches I'm putting over here.
I would still, and I'm gonna give my reasons behind everything. I would still take Andy Reid over him right now. I would still take on Kyle Shanahan over him. And I'll still take
no, dog. I can't let you make it with that one.
I would. And I would still.
Hell no.
And I would still take. Sean McVay over Nick Sirianni.
Nope.
Those three.
Oh shit, Doc, you just stirred some shit up.
I'm not even gonna go to the 2020.
No,
what happened?
No. I can't agree with that one. I'm sorry.
And I'll tell you why. Okay. Kyle Shanahan, like, oh, he choked and stuff like that. He still went to 2 Super Bowls with the 49ers. Now, who did he have as quarterback? If he had a Jalen Hurts as quarterback, I guarantee he would have won both of them. He had a Jimmy Garoppolo.
You got
Garoppolo that's not even on the league anymore. And he had a Brock Purdy that
every job done, bro.
Does anybody put Brock Purdy on top 15 on their
they
do though. Quarterback?
They do though, dog. A lot of talking heads do. They got him over Jalen Hurts. They got him over Jalen Hurts. I just did a video earlier, bro, where Matthew Conhan, whatever his name is, he put Brock Purdy 8 and put Jalen Hurts 10. Like this happening all the time, bro.
Oh God, he's not even top 20 on my side.
Dog, this is what matters most.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. 6-3 in the playoffs. The playoff record is there.
But however, look, I understand. Like I cannot compete against his
Louisiana.
Something that I cannot compete against. However, the team that he has is like I believe that any 50% of the coaches will be able to achieve the same thing that he achieved.
Bro, hell no.
With the general manager that he had. Andy Reid would be able to achieve.
On the team, bro. Hell no, I ain't gonna lie. Even though we wanted him fired.
So you're telling me that if Howie Roseman gave Andy Reid the same team that Nick Sirianni had right now, Andy Reid wouldn't win the Super Bowl?
That's the only coach I think that's on his level.
So McVay wouldn't achieve either.
I don't know about McVay because the culture. What I think you understand, Dogga, is the culture is different in Philadelphia than it is in wherever he coaching at in Los Angeles, right here, right?
Yeah,
this is totally different. So you have to have a certain mindset to push a team like this in a franchise like this, because I'm telling you right now, this is a tough team or franchise to play with or coach.
And city.
Yeah,
that's
what I mean.
Let me take this the other way. Okay.
Chill,
let me take this the other way.
Today, Stu. It's supposed to be just Eagles at least today, bro.
Let me take this the other way. So, what was this coach in 2022? Now, before you answer that, okay. Remember when I said coaching matters? Everything got to be perfect for him for us to pretty much win to the Super Bowl. We had probably the best defensive coordinator in the league with Vic Fangio. We probably have one of the best linebacker coach on I forgot his name, but on King from Tennessee. We have one of the best DB coach in the league.
Honestly, Doc, hold on. Honestly, bro, we really can't complain, bro. His only thing was just being too aggressive. At one point, that was it. That's all.
No, who's talking about Nick? You talking about Nick?
Season, yes.
Look, Nick can't play. He can't call plays either. He can't call plays. He can't call plays either.
Yeah, no, he needs to stay away from the house. But yeah.
But the thing is,
everything gotta be perfect in order for him to get where we needed to be. if let's say if something doesn't go right, just like in 2022 season, we screwed.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah. I think
You know what I'm
coaches.
saying?
I think
But
coaches
I'll
matter
take
most,
that.
though.
I'll take that, bro.
But now let me look. Now we take that now, Hada, because we have on what is his name? We have Howie. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're taking that because we have the best freaking manager in the league, probably the best ever to have existed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And right now, yeah, I'll take that right now too. But I think overall, just as a coach between calling the plays and everything, I think he's probably top 5. But I wouldn't put him
Yeah, he's
top
top
3.
five. I got him right out. I got him at 3. But yeah,
Who?
he top 5.
Who? McVay?
No, I'm
My
talking
bad.
about, I got Andy Reid, McVay, then Nick in the
So
top 5 coach.
you got McVay
Nick
over.
number
I mean,
one.
I guess I can't be
Yeah,
mad at that. I
yeah,
can't be
because
mad at that.
he called plays.
But I got Nick as number 1 all time. All time. He just took us to 2 Super Bowls, bro. Like I got
No,
In
no,
Eagles
I'm not
history
talking.
for
I'm not
sure.
talking about all
No,
time for the
Eagles number
Eagles.
1 for
That
sure.
that I cannot say anything about that.
okay. You talking
You
about
talking
I'm
about
just saying
like active
Okay.
coaches right now.
Okay.
coaches right now. Correct.
I got him at third.
Correct.
I got him third
Yeah,
best
yeah,
coach.
for sure. For
I
sure.
still got to give. I think I got to give Nick the edge because I just feel like Super Bowls trumps all. Like even if you lost the damn game, which we did 2 years ago, the
It's
fact
tough
that you
to
made
get,
it
bro.
back and won it.
Kev, Andy won 3 out of the 5. He went to like 5 Super Bowl in the last
Okay,
7
you know what?
years.
You're right about that, Doctor. You damn right. You damn sure right about that. Because I'm
Oh
still
damn!
still got
And
Andy
so
Reid. I still got Andy as an
3-0 against the
Eagle.
Rams.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
if,
we gotta
I'm
give
gonna
him
give it to
that.
Andy as the
McVay
number 1
got a
active
chip.
coach right now.
But,
Yeah,
Right.
McVay
I
got
would give that to Andy.
You give it. You right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Nick,
McVay
I mean, but Nick got to be number 2.
I'm not mad at Nick at 2. I'm not
No.
because I don't
got
care
Nick at
about
3.
McVay, bro. I don't care. He
Yeah.
didn't he vote against the tush push? Like I don't care about bro.
Didn't he
Like,
lose
bro
the Super
soft.
Bowl?
Bro soft. No,
No,
they
he
won.
won one.
Yeah,
He
he
won.
voted
He
for
won a
the
bowl. He got a bowl. He got a
He won
bowl.
one.
He
Yeah,
got
he
a
Bro
bowl.
won one,
soft.
lost one.
Bro,
That's
let me
okay.
know
First
everything
and
about
then-
him when he said that he wanted to ban the tush push. You soft, you
Oh
sorry.
God, he's soft.
No, he's soft, bro. So I'm putting
My
Nick over
neck-
him.
My neck tight as hell. Man,
That boy from Memphis for real.
yeah, body
Right.
builder.
But bro, yeah, me and EC1 was going because I even told EC1 like, bro, I even take Dan Campbell over Nick right now, bro.
Nah, yeah,
You know?
you bullshit.
And,
oh God, you
and bro,
bullshit.
we don't go.
I'm not taking Dan Campbell,
Yeah,
dog.
you
Even though
bullshit,
Dan
bro. I ain't
Campbell
gonna
is a
lie.
great
Oh, God.
coach. Yo, dog,
see-
he's funny hell, bro.
I feel like it's
bullshit.
everybody got their own like Jalen Hurts. Let's take it back to Jalen Hurts. They say he not the best quarterback because he don't got the stats. He don't got all the athletic ability like Lamar and Allen stuff. He don't pass like Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. All right. I feel like Nick get the same treatment as Jalen. Nick
Yeah.
may not be a prolific play caller,
Great caller, yeah.
but what he does well is galvanize the men. That's his
Yeah.
superpower. He brings
Well, I said
energy to the team,
Culture
bro.
matters the most.
It
matters the
does.
most out of
Telling
all
you,
this,
bro. I'm telling you.
Culture
That's
matters
why I
the
gotta
most
give.
out of all
That's
this.
why I gotta give him the credit and the flowers, bro. Because to get a culture like Philadelphia in the right direction, the way he got these guys going, bro, it take a strong human being. It take a strong man to get this team rallied up the way he has done it time and time again. I can see if he did it like maybe once or twice, but he's been doing it time and time. Bro, been in the playoffs every year. Like,
Every
every year.
And he don't got a losing record. Like, come on,
He
bro.
don't
He
have
don't
a-
got a losing record.
Docker just on his ass because we
But
Bro,
Doc always been
I just cannot
he was
take that
making us mad in the
2023.
beginning of the season. He was making us
I
mad
just
hell
I
in
just
the,
can't,
the
exactly.
Falcons game.
Even the beginning of the season, same thing too. But like from last year to now, I mean not to now, into last year's beginning of the season, bro.
bullshitting.
Pause.
He
I just
bullshitting.
can't
He
take that shit
bullshitting.
out
But
of my
look,
head, bro.
Dagger,
Like, I
Dagger,
just can't, man.
Dagger,
Like
check this
now,
out.
look, for him to be the best coach ever, okay, ever. If you go to the Super Bowl this year and win a Super Bowl, I don't care if he doesn't call plays. I don't care what happens.
So you still
Then
got
I'll
Andy?
say, yeah.
You still got Andy as an Eagle coach?
What happened?
You still got Andy Reid as over him as the Eagle coach all time.
I can't say to anything like that because I only been really an Eagles fan since
So you say, okay.
2013.
So I'm saying, or Doug Peterson, basically.
I would still take Doug Peterson over Nick.
Hell nah.
Yeah,
Nah, I can't do it.
Hell
He's
nah.
stubborn as
And
fuck.
just because
Doug
of
is stubborn as hell,
the team around that Doug Peterson did with the
You
team
got too
around
hot. You got too hot, bro.
that what Doug Peterson have compared to what Nick has.
We should turn
We
Now,
have a
if
way
Nick
better
Sirianni
roster
Hey, you
for
got
sure.
too hot.
if Nick Sirianni win this year, then I gotta give it to Nick Sirianni.
So damn, I forgot my question.
My opinion,
Okay, yeah, Doc.
Next year. Yeah,
Go ahead,
you had to give it to him last year, in my opinion, right? Because think about the 2-2 start, right? Think about what happened when he lost that was the Bucks game, right? Think about how they left Nick Sirianni out for dead, right? We have to bring that into the fold, right? Because we all was on Nick Sirianni.
Bro, that
ass. I'm
might
talking
have
about
me
the
mad
whole
hell in the
city,
playoff
bro.
game.
The whole
Falcons
city
game,
was on his
Saints
ass, bro,
game.
and he was able to come back and win every game besides one that we should have won, but we didn't, to win us another Super Bowl. You have to take that into
I thought he
consideration.
fixed that Bucks game, bro. He made me fear. I was hot. I was like, bro, what the fuck you calling? Man, that call.
But we wasn't really all that. We wasn't like that. That
No,
2023 season. We
defensive.
wasn't like
The
that.
No, we
defense
weren't.
killed our spirit, bro. We
Defense was
was
bad.
some hoes-
Quez Watkins was
some hoes on
bad.
defense.
God damn, Stu, what the hell, bro?
Stu on that yak, man.
Yeah,
Stu,
bro, Yak
we're
monster
family,
Stu.
man. Come on,
Bro,
dog.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm
You the
sorry,
OG.
too.
You can't
But
talk
hey,
to a bro like that.
I gotta
Hey.
see the fact. You said
Hey,
2023.
no,
No,
hell no. Hey,
not
fool.
only
But look,
2023,
Hey, fool, on God, dog,
2024 as
funny
well,
hell.
buddy.
Hey, dog,
2024 as well.
No,
Dog.
Dr. Trolling.
Hey, it was
The
one
first 4 games,
screen,
we
fool.
were ready to fire his ass too.
Bro,
Hey,
it
Dog,
was one
right?
screen.
2023.
That might have made Dogger, bro. That might have had Dogger made Dogger scream loud as hell. It was one game. What was the Falcons game? It was either the Falcons game or the Saints game. It was one of them hoes.
Oh, bro, I love our streams,
Hell
bro.
no.
Our streams way too damn
Man,
funny,
Yo,
I said, yeah. Dogger was on that my ass, bro.
bro. Yeah, Stu,
Like,
he
bro, I'm
trolling,
fresh.
bro. He's
Dog, I
stupid.
got a question for you though,
Trying to
Dog.
get that nigga fired. Dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me ask you this, Dog. Let me ask you this.
Out of there,
Talk to
bro.
me, talk to me.
So, I'm going to tell you something first before I ask you a question. I feel like this is why I feel like Nick Sirianni is a great NFL coach. We went through pure debauchery in 2023.
Yeah.
That season, it just went to shits, right? Went to
Yeah.
shits. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. In shambles. Went to the playoffs just because of how we performed early that season. Just off the strength of how we performed the early that season, we were able to get a spot in the playoffs, and we bounced ourselves, right? Those last couple of games where we lost 7 straight, including the playoffs.
I think
10
so,
and
yeah.
6 or something like that. 10 and 7, some shit like that. I'm not sure. But the fact that he went through that, he had to check himself as a coach. He had to check his ego and realize what he did wrong. He had to realize what type of I'm assuming all this. I don't know Nick Sirianni, but I'm assuming he had to check himself. He had to reevaluate himself and what he just saw those past few months and what happened. We lost. We was on just a losing streak.
Bro.
Yeah.
So even like let's say you as a husband or us as husband, right? And our lady telling us we ain't doing something right? We're not fulfilling something of hers. And we think like we got 2 options. You could either be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or all right, babe, let's see what you're talking about so we can fix it, right? I feel like Nick Sirianni, he didn't stand on that high ego heel.
Right.
Or he can do it. He can do it. Let him do it. He said, let me take a step back. We just went through some bullshit, and some of this bullshit I'm responsible for. And he took a step back, and he got the right coaches in place, and he did what he needed to do as a coach. Let me figure out what type of coach I am. He do a lot of reading and stuff. I be listening. He do a lot of reading books and shit like that. Don Shula, stuff like that. He realized what type of coach he is.
Yeah.
Everybody not a play caller. Everybody not a play caller. Everybody not a defensive minded guy. He is just a motivator, and that shit is on Madden. If I'm not mistaken, you could be a motivator, You could be a other type of stuff. But I remember seeing a motivator on there. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
You don't got to call the plays. You put pieces in place. You got guys you can adhere to and take their advice
He don't have
and
to
put
do
them in certain
everything.
places.
Yeah,
You
he
don't
don't
got
have
to
to
do
do everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Just do what you need to do. And Nick Sirianni,
Shit, bro.
for that debacle of a season we had, for him to then bring us a Lombardi right after that. Right after that, he said, "You know what? Oh shit, I fucked up. Let me go ahead and get this ring. Let's go get this ring next year. I fucked up right here. This we're gonna do right, and we're gonna go get that ring." He did that the very next year, not the year after, not when we waiting for next year. This year he did that. So I'm like, man, this guy is amazing. I think he's amazing for that.
So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about his character? What does that tell you about him as a person? That it's about
let me
ego first. It's not about
Look.
his ego.
That's why I need another Super Bowl. Because and that's why I need another Super Bowl.
I understand you, Doctor.
The first one, I can't. Okay, let me tell because you're okay. Let me put it this way. So you said like, oh, he brought in the coach and stuff like that. So after the 2023 season, he had a meeting with Howie and had a meeting with Jeffrey Lurie. Okay, I don't know for a fact it wasn't that Jeffrey Lurie and Howie said, unless you take a backseat, you out of here. Okay,
True.
So maybe he had no. Now, if he does the same thing this year, then I'm like, okay, maybe he had a little bit more saying on whenever they went on a meeting as well. Maybe he didn't just take the backseat. Maybe he's more involved in what I think as well. Because last year, I think he just took a backseat and let everybody else do their job. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I cannot give him because he didn't bring the coaches. I don't think he brought in the Kellen Moore or Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio was already planned to come in from like 2 years ago. He wasn't because
he was still a part of the hires though. He was still a part of the hires though.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, he was still a part of the hires.
Because of Howie. Because of the Howie.
But that's just how
we cannot give Nick Sirianni props on stuff that he didn't do. I don't know for a fact. I don't think he's the one that wanted to hire those guys that we hire. Bobby King, on Vic Fangio, Kellen Moore, on the guy that we got, the defensive line coach that we got from Seattle. I don't think that was him. I think he was Howie. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot give props for him for that. That's why I need another Super Bowl. Will he get another Super Bowl? We're like, okay, maybe he's a little bit more involved than what we think, you know. But he requested last year or he requested 2 years ago? Because 2 years ago, Vic Fangio was already involved with us. You still, you know what I'm saying? So, but
that's true. We don't have 100%.
And then I'm like, okay, there's nothing else I can say about it, you know.
I understand that logic right there because, like, basically what you're saying is, we as fans, we're not 100% sure what Coach Nick Sirianni is involved in and how much say he has in the coaching staff. I would like to believe he got some type of head coaching authority to say, "Hey, Nick, we had a bad season. You know, that was your play calling. It didn't really work out. So you gotta figure something out. You gotta figure something out. And you know the other question after that, or the decision after that. You gotta figure something out because us as the Eagles organization, we don't play like that. We don't lose like this, like a losing streak like that. No, that's not our way. So I would like to think he got some type of authority with his job title where you got to go out and find you a carousel of coaches, of position coaches to help. I don't know for sure. That's why I said I would like to believe. I don't know, but what I do like is that they fixed that shit that happened the year before. They fixed it, and I do understand your logic when you're saying I need to see another bowl out of that. I would say that's a little that's I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but that's pretty high to win back-to-back Super Bowls like that.
At least getting there. The team that we have, there's no team that's better than us right now, at least on papers. Unless bearing any injuries, there's no way we shouldn't at least reach to the Super Bowl. There's absolutely no way. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least the conference championship game. Because
Man,
that's the
That's
pinnacle. That's the pinnacle. I like.
We on
I
Super
mean,
Bowl.
I know I want Super Bowl too. I just feel like every year I don't like to guarantee that.
But
As a kid,
No, I'm the same way, Kev. I don't like guaranteed Super Bowls, but this team,
No.
I feel so different about this team. This team is immaculate, bro. From the, like Doc said, from the coaching staff all the way to the front office. These guys really know what they're doing. Like they know, and that's why I'm so. I mean, the talent that Howie put on this team, you already know he put the work in already. You know what I mean? We're going back. We're going back, bro. And I'll never say that, but I honestly feel like we're going back. It's nobody, like you said, it's nobody here that can stop us. There's nobody here that can stop Saquon Barkley. Who gonna stop Saquon Barkley? That's number one.
Who gonna stop Hurts? Fuck that.
That part.
Facts.
Because he only go. Jalen Hurts is only gonna get better. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith only gonna get better.
Stu said they already hitched to the 2 jobs because we couldn't start our search until after the Super Bowl last year. Gannon and Steichen were still here at the time. No, I agree, Stu. I definitely agree. Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio was definitely Nick Sirianni had a lot to do with that. He had a lot to do with that. Honestly, he even said that.
That's the thing, though. Vic Fangio was already here the year before. He was supposed to be our defensive coordinator last year. If fucking Gannon didn't do the Paco shit that he did with Arizona, he would have been our defensive coordinator last year. You know what I'm saying? So how much really do we give that credit to Nick Sirianni? Like, oh yeah, I request him stuff like that. Oh, yeah, but he's already gonna come over here either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't give him too much credit with Vic Fangio.
He wanted to be here. Vic Fangio wanted to be here.
Right, he wanted to be
correct.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't give Nick Sirianni no credit for that, but I would like to give him credit for other position coaches that we put in place to transform the guys, because we all know a few 5, 6, 7 years ago, everything was trash on the Eagles. Coaching, players was trash. We didn't have any linebackers. Like it was all trash.
You couldn't tackle at all.
Couldn't tackle. Something shifted in this organization just a few years ago. Like after we won the Super Bowl, we were still kind of shitty as hell. And then something changed around 20. Jalen Hurts. Shit, that's what happened.
But you know what? But you know what? Nick Sirianni didn't change. So think about it, if Nick Sirianni was the issue, that change would have did something. But he didn't leave. But we still acquired a Super Bowl. So you got to think about that as well. Mm-hmm. Nick Sirianni was not the problem in those issues. It was actually the coaching staff. We had a bad coaching staff, and that trickled down to the players not being able to tackle, right? Not having the talent. So you got to think about that.
Yeah, that's real.
Because Nick Sirianni's still here. We got a bowl. I mean, of course we acquired Saquon Barkley, but I can't give that to everybody because then everybody gonna try to run with that narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't just because of Barkley, but he was like the, what is it called? He was the missing piece that we needed. You know what I'm saying? Like if we had him 2022, I don't care what Gannon did.
Oh,
if we
God,
had him
on my life, we win it. On my soul,
we win that game, bro.
We would have won that game.
Honestly,
we would have won the game.
That season, I don't think we even lose a game. I'm dead serious.
If we got Saquon,
the two games we lost against the Cowboys and the Saints, I don't think we lose those.
Facts.
Yeah.
So what was my question? Saquon Barkley. You said he was the missing piece, or was he? What I guess that's what. Yeah, he was the missing piece because without him, if you get any other running back, even if you got Derrick Henry, even if we got Derrick Henry, I don't think Derrick Henry, even though he put up 2,000 yards, I don't think he would have had the same impact.
I don't think our coaches would be committed to running the ball as much as they were if we had any other running back. Same thing we weren't committed last year with DeAndre Swift or the year before that. You know, the year before that was Steichen and we went to the Super Bowl. We were committed then. But we stopped running on the Super Bowl, you know, even though Miles Sanders fumbled the ball, I think twice or whatever.
He was garbage. He was trash.
Yeah.
He was terrible in the Super Bowl. And that was the reason. That was another reason why we lost. We couldn't run the ball. If you don't run the ball in the Super Bowl, you're gonna lose. It's about you know what I mean? Even though we didn't run it as well with Saquon last year, but Jalen had a great game and he used his legs as well.
Now we had the defense for that ass
Yeah,
this
we had the
time.
defense. Yep,
The
we had the
defense was on
defense.
their ass for sure.
Sorry
But the
about that.
offense, every time the defense gave the offense an opportunity, the offense stood on business. It wasn't like they kicked the field goal or turned it over after an extra possession. Every
Right.
possession we got that the defense gave the offense, we capitalized on that motherfucker, bro. And that's what you're supposed to do as a team.
Yeah.
You
I just can't
capitalize
believe
on
in the second
everything.
half we couldn't stop. I just can't believe we couldn't stop them one time, bro. They either got a
But
field goal or
that's
or
what
a
makes it.
touchdown.
But we was one guy was supposed to have 2 rings on my life.
Yeah, we're supposed
That's
to
why
have
we should
3 rings. 3.
Yeah, we should have 3
That's what-
already.
We should have 3 rings.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's coming though. It's coming because that was the Chiefs' last one, bro. Like that, we all know. The world knows
They ain't that good.
that flag was bullshit, and we should have seen more football after that. It was bullshit.
Yeah,
Right.
they were with the Taylor Swift shit and all that bullshit. Yeah,
It's cool because we came back for that ass. We pulled their pants down. We spanked them. We ain't gonna beat you with your pants up.
We got the better.
We getting
win.
bare ass with the belt with the the belt with the
made-
ridges on it. We used to wear. We give you one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, we making niggas cut their hair and shit.
Like
who cut their hair?
They define themselves. Niggas growing goatees out and shit now.
I'm talking about Kelsey, Travis Kelsey.
Oh yeah,
He had the mullet looking like a damn a drill sergeant.
Kind of like Jalen Hurts and shit. We got niggas like, come on, man. We got niggas crying on the sideline. Come on, man.
We do. We one of the ones.
Yeah, we are that team right now, man. I believe in Jalen Hurts.
Bro, we beat the shit out of them, bro.
You beat the shit out, and I really want to watch it again tonight.
Time, bro. I'm like, bro, I knew I'm like, we finna blow. We said, no, bro, we're not gonna blow. People like, we're not blow. I'm like, bro, we about to. They fucking sorry. Like, you are not watching these folks play. Like, they're not on our level, bro. I was saying it
the whole time. That whole year, they was winning by like 3.
Bro,
just touchdown or field goal the whole year.
Look, I think we're gonna.
2022.
I think we're gonna blow every team out until we don't. Until we don't blow a team out, that's when I say we're not gonna blow you out. Cowboys, y'all the next on the list. We're gonna blow y'all out. Pause. Until we don't.
Touchdowns.
Oh yeah, you already know. You already know how I feel, bro. Like
by 3, by 4.
Bro, we're gonna beat them by 30.
No, I'm talking about touchdowns. So yeah, about 4 touchdowns.
Yes, 30.
A good 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal. Goddamn it.
Yeah, we're gonna blow the doors off the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I put little superstitions in place. Like we got Cowboys week 1. All right. The first reason I know we're gonna win is because y'all got Miles Sanders. That's how I know we're gonna win. Okay. Simply because you got him. He's not going to his presence on the field back in Philly in a Cowboys uniform watching a banner drop. It ain't gonna go well for you.
Bro,
you don't have a run game.
Team, he might not even make the team.
He may not make the team, but then again, he may because it's him and Jaden Blue. And who else?
And the other
Williams.
Devontae Williams.
Okay, so they may have a little 3-headed attack.
He might not make the team.
Product of the Eagles, bro. Like they knew what they had in him. Like that nigga fell off immediately.
After he left us, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's how you know it was the offensive line, bro. It was our O-line that really got him that good season.
1,000 yards and that good season. What was I gonna say? Another thing, Dak Prescott has not seen this type of Eagles defense. You're coming off an injury, and you coming in with a big head because you're 9-3 against the Eagles or whatever your record is. He coming in overthinking this squad. I don't care if we just come from the off season, X amount of months off from the Super Bowl. You are coming into Philly with the big head. I know Dak Prescott gonna come in here thinking this is the old time Eagles. And we're gonna get on his ass for that. He's gonna overthink it.
Yep.
He's gonna overthink it, and we're gonna sack him about 3-4 times. What a pick,
bro! Bro, not running away from our edge.
No. In our court, like, go ahead, Quiz.
Put up 70, man.
You gonna put up 70? Yeah.
That's Madden right there. I be blowing motherfuckers out about 70 points.
Oh, we put up 70. I don't want to hear
70
shit.
or 30.
I don't care about the first season of the game. These. I don't want to hear that shit.
If we beat them by 30, we better not hear nothing. If we beat them,
I don't want them to score over 21 points.
I think we score a 40 burger on them.
I want to say 45-20. 45-17. I don't want them scoring over
close,
20
Kev.
points.
That's too
I
close.
don't want them to score at all.
Oof.
God.
So,
20
what up,
points.
Hyden?
I-
Hyden said, "Please come to
What's good,
Philly,
bro?
Jaire. We're gonna ball out regardless, but he will bring us something." Hey, Hyden, so how do you feel, Hyden? You don't like Khalil Ringo? You don't think Khalil Ringo can handle business?
Let's see.
Nobody do. I think I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think he can, bro, but it's a more proven thing to me, you know. Like he's Jair, he's already proven to me, bro. And Ringo, he still gotta prove. You know what I'm saying? Like now, let me
He never
let
had
me
the
ask you this.
opportunity either. He never had the opportunity. I
Man,
mean, the thing is, he get in, and he get right back out because Slay is better the next week or something. You know what I mean? So he never really get the opportunity to make a mistake, learn from that mistake, and then come back and play quality football.
I just saw when Slay and what's his name? Isaiah got hurt in that Jaguars game. He got in. Immediately they went down the field. Immediately, bro. That's when they started scoring when he got in the game.
That ain't no lie though. That ain't no lie.
God, I'm like, everybody sorry. Hell, damn.
That ain't no lie.
You on the bench massaging yourself, ain't it? Damn, fool.
Hey, Quiz, I feel what you're saying though. I feel both you and Hotter though. Pause. Hotter, what you're saying is he need reps. He need to get acclimated so we can see his fullest potential. I understand what you're saying, Quiz. We ain't got no time for that shit. We got a window wide open, and we need somebody to secure that spot so we keep our defense top two, and so we get back to that bowl. And I say all that to say, Ringo just happened to be in a bad spot right now.
But let me
got a wide open window, and we can't have no weak links.
What if Quez is right and he's not it? Then we fuck, bro, because we don't have no QB too. I mean, cornerback too.
No. Then how we gonna come in and make a mid-season trade?
I already got my clips. I'm saying my reaction is gonna be crazy. I'm not bullshitting, bro. I'm not bullshitting. We don't got time for this shit.
No, I understand. I get it all. I get it all. But the thing is, it would just do us so much justice for this guy to come in and play well. And that's from a cap standpoint. That's from a money, from a capital standpoint. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get Jaire, that means you got to pay him money, and then you pushing him back. You pushing him back again. There's no room for him to get pushed back again. He got to go if he can't start this year.
That's true.
God damn, Stu out though. He said, first off, fellas, and I still think Ringo needs a little more training. I'm not saying you wrong, Houghton. I'm not saying you wrong. He might, but I still think he's good enough to play in this system. He don't need to be on the second receiver all the time. You know what I mean? We're not gonna get that from him. So I don't know. We'll see.
And what he said, nothing wrong with experience. He said he need more training. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Ringo going into his 4th year, right?
Yeah.
He's going into his 4th year.
He never get a shot. He never got a shot.
He never had a shot, and that's why I say we just so good of a team. He in a bad spot.
That's exactly it.
And we don't have time to play no games. We don't got no time for a weak spot.
I'm sorry. He had a shot whenever we drafted Quinyon Mitchell. Because that's a rookie, man. You can't be about a rookie. He's not
better. And Keelan was a first-round talent too,
right? You're looking at a first-round talent versus what, a 5th? What was he drafted? 5th?
No. Keelan was drafted in the 4th, but he was a first-round talent.
Khalil was?
He was a first-round talent too.
Ringo was a first-round talent.
Yep.
For sure.
I think he got hurt or something like that. That's why
he fell. He got hurt. I think his knee. He was a first-round talent coming off that championship with Georgia that year. He was supposed to. When we got him in the 4th, I'm like, damn, Keelan Ringo fell to the 4th. He was a first-round talent. So for him to come in, and I understand what you're saying, Dogger. Quinyon come in and start surefire. Like, that's because he was that nigga. You knew it from the jump. Cooper DeJean. Keelan Ringo, when Haddon saying he needs some more training. Guys coming to the league every year. I.e. Quinyon Mitchell came in, started right immediately, made an impact. We don't have time. He don't got a lot. You can't keep giving him time. Like, I understand he needed, but he's just not in a good spot right now. Our team is too good. We don't have time to wait on your development. I understand that part. We don't got time to wait on
development. In that case, he got to go then. Like if we don't have time, if he's not ready this year, that's why it has to be this year for him. That's why I agree with Stu right here, man. We gotta let him get the reps because why keep wasting our time with him if he not CB1 material?
But what's wrong with depth? What's wrong if he's okay? Because we don't know if he like that or not. So what's wrong with him being a depth piece? We're gonna find out when we get to training camp if they bring somebody in to compete with him or if not. If they don't bring in somebody to compete with him and he's doing well, I'm gonna be happy. And if he's not, we're gonna have to find somebody. But it's like you've had ample amount of time to show in camp. I understand Slay. Slay got his position locked down.
Right.
Quinyon Mitchell, you didn't know what he had. You didn't know what he had until he showed.
No, I knew it. I knew it already. That
I knew it.
I knew he's better
Oh
than.
God, I
I
knew.
knew he's better than Khalid. That's why he got drafted where he did because he was
I knew he was better.
Khalid. You know what I'm saying? But
Way
at the same
better.
time, we don't know how good Khalid could be. We just don't know. I mean, and if you've been here 4 years, bro, you got to be ready by now. Like you got to be ready.
He should have been showing that in camp though, Hotter, right?
But I'm thinking
camp should have shut off and like, you know what? We got to put him somewhere, or trade value got to be high. I just don't know. You know,
it ain't. That's why it's his turn this year to show what he got, right? And if he don't have it, it's time to move on. That's what that's my idea right here. If it's time to move on, because I'm not gonna sit here and waste my time with you, knowing I gotta pay you soon. You know what I'm saying? If you're not it, it's time to go. Because I can go get another cornerback to fill your role as a QB. I mean a CB2 or CB3, whatever your position is. After we find out you can't play, I can get rid of you then. You know what I mean? Because there's no point in you being here.
I got you. So
but
let's say
I'm with Stu. Rodgers is better than him. I'm not gonna lie. Rodgers is a really, really good cornerback. Rodgers is better than him. Slay is better than him. Quinyon is better than him, and so is Cooper DeJean. They all better than him at his position, in my opinion. Maybe Cooper, give or take, but because we haven't seen Cooper over there. But at the same time, we just know how good of a player he is. But it's either you step up this year or you got to get the hell off this team. That's just what it is.
Facts.
But you think he'd be that expensive if we just keep him as a depth piece? He was a 4th round pick.
Yeah,
I can get somebody else. I can get somebody else on a rookie deal. Why would I waste my time paying you money when I can get somebody else on a rookie deal? If you ain't, if you garbage. So it got to be.
He's in a hell of a position right now.
It got to be one or done for Khalid Ringo. One or done. This is your time to shine. If you can't do that, you got to get the hell off this team.
I'm giving him 3 games.
3 games, Quez.
Look, I can't even be mad at Quez, right? Because Quez,
close eyes.
Quez come out and told us. He told us that Bryce Huff was trash, right? And we always like, nah, we gotta give him a little. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he was trash. He was right. And it was another player you told us that was trash too. I don't remember who it was. Who was it?
No, but Christ was wrong. Was it Reed Blankenship that you're wrong at?
No, he was just wrong about Coop. That's all he was wrong about. He was wrong about.
No, I didn't say Coop was trash.
No, he didn't say Coop.
You're right. You just didn't want him. My bad. You just ain't want to draft him. That's it. You didn't say
no, I didn't want him. I didn't want us to pick him over Quinyon Mitchell with the first pick. I'm cool with. I was cool with his draft.
Or Edrin, you wanted Edrin Cooper.
I would have been cool, yeah. At the time, because we needed a linebacker. We needed a linebacker. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad that we. I mean, I just wanted. I wanted Edrin Cooper more at the time, but he still was a good player.
Yeah. You tripping?
Stu.
What is you tripping for, bro? Stop spitting that damn yak.
Okay. I understand you want to get a man the reps.
Why did he need? My point is, if he's good, why did he need the reps? Because if you like that, why do you need? If you supposed to be cold, why you can't beat them out in practice? That's all I'm saying.
He gonna get his reps in training camp for sure.
Hear that shit, fool. We ain't got time to experiment. Bro. Oh God.
I feel Quez on that though.
I'm cool though. I'm not mad if he's starting, but like I'm telling you, 3 to 4 games, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. I don't give a damn. Nigga, this is your whole life. You should be already having it down packed. You got more free time than everybody on here. I don't want to hear that shit. Get it together.
You have more free time.
He got to have a great training camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. How do you got to go ahead, How?
No, he need to have a great 3 games, first 3 games. I don't care about.
But Quez, he can't make it to the 3 games if he don't ball out in training.
We know he gonna do that.
Green light in training camp.
He's
If
gonna
he
he
doesn't
gonna
want to
have a
training camp,
he
we're gonna
gonna
bring
have a
somebody
good.
in.
He been playing the same. He play the same receivers every day, bro. He gonna have a good. Come on, bro. He know they moves by now. Oh God.
But was he always playing with the starters though? Was he always on the number one defense playing against practicing against the
no,
number one
But
no,
offense?
he
he,
was no AJ. He be guarding AJ all the time.
Probably on like one
AJ.
on ones or something. But and I don't know, but I'm pretty sure well, maybe the number one defense goes against the number one offense. Sometimes
I
I
ain't
think
gonna
the
lie. This
second team
Kev.
offense go against the number one. The second team defense go against the number one offense. But to answer Hyden's question, I believe training camp they gotta have it set in stone. Keely Ringo
He
is going
know
to
he
be the
gonna
starter.
do it. He's gonna do it. I'm giving this man 3 games,
If
bro.
he gonna do it, if we don't bring nobody in to compete with him, because I don't think we have anybody that's better than him outside of our starters, Coop and Quinyon, on the other side, who can challenge him.
so you don't think Adoree
Unless we
Jackson
give him
better?
the spot, I don't think Adoree Jackson is better. He
Oh
is
God,
not
all my
better.
life he's
I
sorry
don't
hell.
I
either.
don't think he's better.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's
better
better.
than Keely either. But yeah, like I said, bro, I'm giving him 3 to 4 games, bro. If he's getting cooked, obviously getting cooked, bro, I don't want to hear about he need more reps. Motherfucker, that's more than enough reps the first 4 games. Like real talk, you bro. Like come on, bro. We ain't got nothing. We don't got time to play, bro. I'm
But I,
not.
I,
I'm for
I
I'm
agree
Not
with
trolling,
you.
this,
bro. I'm
not in
trolling,
these
bro.
few years though. That's my thing. I'm siding
I'm
with
not.
Quez
So
because
so
it's
how long
these
how long
critical
should you give
years we
him?
got ahead of us.
So how long
No,
should you grieve with him then, Kevin? How many games?
I give Keely Ringo, I give him. I ain't too far off from you. A good 4 weeks. I ain't that too far off from you, bro. For a good month of football, with you being the starter, if Keely Ringo
That's the
is a
first 4 games, bro.
liability
The
four
first
weeks
four
through
games, bro.
football, if he's a liability, like yo, we screaming at the TV because of him. Somebody that caught a first down on his ass, touchdown,
I
critical
swear.
moment. If that happens with
Oh
him,
God, you all my life you're gonna hear from me. I don't care if it's cause y'all making cause y'all already saying he ready, bro. I want to see Quinyon.
we
I
don't
want to
know if
see
he's ready. That's
he
the
should look
thing.
like
That's the debate.
Quinyon this year. That's what I'm
nah, there's
expecting.
no way. Quinion had
No,
a. He's
No,
not.
Quinyon
hey,
just
Nah,
no,
nah.
no, no, no. He been in the league longer than Quinyon, bro. No,
Yeah,
Quinyon
but
there's
just
no
man,
better
excuse,
though. Quinyon just
Quinion
better.
is one of the
bro.
ones because
Yeah,
he.
he just flat out
Yeah,
better.
Bro, he's
Like
seen the schemes, bro. Come on,
no, he
nah,
just
he's
there's
better.
seen
some
the
there's some
schemes.
players yeah,
Yeah, he
he's
just
one of
better.
them
Bro,
one. Like
hell no,
I'll be
bro.
happy if he's just serviceable. Like if we brought in on Stephen Gilmore right now, or if he's just like Isaiah Rogers or something like that. I'm okay with that. But Quinn, he's one of a kind, bro.
He
He's
is.
something else.
He
Yeah, but
absolutely is.
now I keep it above, bro. If he this is what's gonna determine if I'm gonna like him or not. If it's on 3rd downs and they go after him and they convert every time, then we got a problem.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
That's
So
right.
gonna
you
determine
really,
it.
you
And
really
that
can't say
shit
much.
hurt. Them third downs hurt.
Man, bro.
And I'm not gonna sit here and look, Stu say he out of here, you know what I'm saying, because he mad or whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here and say you wrong, Quez. I'm not gonna do that
Yeah,
because
I mean, at the end of the day, it's in my opinion. I don't
right,
think, bro, just
right,
because you think he cold don't mean I gotta think he cold. He
exactly. And
might be sorry hell to me. I mean, it got shit to do with me, my friend. Oh God.
But
Yeah, oh, God.
It's
Don't
Stu
make
said
no
he get
difference to
better
me,
at
fool.
playing
I ain't gonna lie
football
to
by
you.
playing football.
I ain't doing no dick grind now. I'm sorry.
How that makes
That's
sense though?
not. I don't do
Because
that.
people, I'm looking at Stu
I don't
comment. He
do
said
that,
you get
sir.
better at football by playing football. Y'all sound like some hoes in here. I'm out. You still got to be that nigga though.
You leaving though, fool?
People been playing football since forever and still
Oh
don't
God.
start. Like you got all the reps in training camp and you still not a starter. Or the starters who get all the reps still not all pro. Like just because you get better, just because you play football and you get a little bit better at football, motherfuckers can reach their ceiling, their max,
Yeah.
their potential. And if folks max out, you're just not that good. You may be good enough to play in the league, but you're just not that good. And
And it's
not
okay.
being that good will get you traded, will get you cut, will get you benched. Like, come on, Stu. I
Bruh,
played
look,
football.
I'm
I
not,
aspired to be a
I
football
don't
player.
give, on God, I don't give a shit. Because that's the thing. But I'm saying, I mean, that's the good thing about being a fan, bro. We not gonna always have the same
Right.
takes. Like, I'm
That's why
not
it's
gonna
good
call
to
you
be
a
up
hoe
here.
because I mean,
Yeah.
bro, it's my opinion. What the fuck you want me to do, fool? The man ain't put shit. The evidence ain't there, fool.
And if
And
he
The
we
if he
got
evidence is not
hoes in
there for
here.
me, bro.
and this
God,
is
the
it may
evidence
not
is not
pan
there,
out.
bro.
He may
Now he's
not
probably
pan out.
drunk or something, bro. He
Yeah.
probably drunk or something. You know what
He
I'm
may
saying?
not
So
look. We all know that Khalid Ringo may not pan out. We don't even know yet. We don't know
Right.
yet. But I do realize that he does deserve an opportunity because of where he at in his contract, right? And where he at as a player. He's been in the league 4 years. If you're not CB1 material, then get off my team. I'm not paying you to be CB2 when I can go get a
yeah,
rookie to play CB2. I can go get Eli Ricks to play CB2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Mhm.
yeah,
not doing that. It don't make no sense to me. So he has to go if he's not good enough. But I do think he deserves the opportunity this year, at least to compete. But bringing Jaire over here, that's not a competition. Jaire, just his name alone is gonna get him that position.
That's true.
facts.
Bro, look, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. I can't. If I don't think a person is like that, they not. He got to show me, bro. And if he turned out to be cold, bro, I'm gonna give him his props. But I'm not
Like,
gonna like a person because somebody else like him. Like, bro, I just don't think he liked it. It is what it is. It's simple as that.
Nah, still gonna
But you
say
think differently. But I'm not gonna say. Like, come on, bro. It is what it is. It's all good,
everybody
bro.
got their own opinion. We ain't got to be
yeah.
hoes though, you know.
No, we know that. We know we ain't.
Like, come on, bro.
That shit just it's but we gonna find out though. Like I'm glad we talked about this because we all had our mixed emotions on Ringo and the
Oh,
starting
we,
QB
oh
cornerback
God,
two
we
spot.
definitely gonna find out. Y'all gonna
We
find out for
we
me
finna
if
find
it
out.
ain't right
I
on my
hope he
life.
is good. I hope he do. I want him to.
If it ain't right.
Me too,
But
bro.
it's like
It'll work out better for us if he is.
Facts.
if he was good like that, if he was good like that, he'd have either started. Quinion wouldn't have been drafted if Keely Ringo
That's
was
what I'm
good like that.
saying.
He
I'm
wouldn't have
saying we
been
keep saying he
drafted.
need reps, but dude, you're in practice and you're not impressing anybody. What the fuck you need
Facts.
reps for if you're not even beating out the second string cornerback? What the hell I'm gonna be hounding you for? You not even doing that? Like, come on, it don't make
But it
sense.
says a
I'm
lot
not
that
saying
we
he
had to
can't play,
draft.
but like, come on, bro. Hell no. Ain't got
That
time
said a
for this
lot.
shit, bro.
He said, "Oh, nigga, you calling a hoe." Boy,
That's that Regina
man,
King right there.
I'm funny as hell, bro. Like,
Who you
it's not.
calling
Hey,
about?
real quick, man. We got 50 people in the chat. Look, man, please like, comment, subscribe to all the channels. The links are in my description. Make sure y'all tap in with the guys. Look, man, you don't want to miss this. We got a fresh season coming up, and I'm telling you right now, if you was here for last season, you know how it get. You don't want to miss that, man. So make sure y'all tap in with the guys, man.
Facts.
For
God,
sure.
we keep it
We
real
finna
over here,
find
man.
out.
Hey, it
Yeah,
is what it is at the end of the day,
we
bro.
ain't all gotta agree with each other.
We
That's
gotta agree.
yeah, that's what make this the Eagles Unleashed podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, the same way you guys don't agree that Nick Sirianni is
Yeah,
not
but
it, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
You know what I'm
bullshit.
saying?
You
I ain't
bullshit.
question
Dog.
your
I ain't
manhood though, bro. You know, it
you
is what it is, though, gang.
bullshit.
That nigga's ain't quick. Stu, you know Stu off that yak though.
He's still getting
Yeah,
buzzed.
no,
Stu
yeah,
Like,
I
off
ain't,
that
I'm
yak.
not,
come
bro. I'm
on,
not.
bro.
I
I
didn't take
mean,
offense
bro,
to that
I
shit.
don't take no offense to that,
You
bro.
know?
But
I
You
don't
ain't
think
get
it's
to
no issue.
drinking.
Just Stu being Stu. He gonna
It's just
talk.
being respectful, Stu. If you still
Yeah,
watching, it's just the respect. Cause I
yeah.
don't think
I
none
mean,
of us would have
I got
called
a
you,
thick
you
skin,
bitches
bro.
and hoes and stuff. You know,
It
we
ain't.
men, man.
Yeah,
Don't call me
yeah,
no bitch or no hoe.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we
For
men up
sure,
here,
for
dog.
sure.
facts, huh? He said disagreements is a healthy debate. It never fails with Eagle fans. Absolutely. Look, all of us think different. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you've been insane to think that. Why would I even want you to think the same as me on
Exactly.
everything? That's weird,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Wasn't we all
Fuck, I got
born
mine of my
with a
own.
unique? We were all born uniquely different. Like
Exactly.
everybody is literally different. Everybody is their own individual. We should not think like each other. That's why we come together to expound on our differences and we can collaborate
Yeah.
and get somewhere from that. Like everybody is uniquely different. It's a problem if we all agreeing with each other. It's a problem
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Facts.
sure.
for sure. And we
Exactly.
able to. Yep, go ahead, go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I'm just gonna say we understand. We got a mutual respect for one another. Like, yeah, we
Absolutely.
might not agree with each other, but we're not gonna throw no tantrum because we don't agree with something.
Right.
Bro,
Right.
it is what it is. Like, it's just
Yeah,
sports, bro. We don't know these folks in real life.
at all.
We don't know what's gonna happen this season. I mean, we all gotta, you know, what we think. but we don't know what's exactly gonna happen, right? We all going off of what we think and how we feel, you
Yeah, and
know.
honestly, bro, and most of the time I just be trolling, bro. I'm super goofy. Most of the time I just be playing. I don't even be serious about the stuff I be saying out here. I just
Right.
be playing just to make y'all laugh too, because
You
it be
serious
funny.
about that Ringo though?
Yeah, yeah, I
No,
am,
yeah,
but I'm
he
saying I be trolling
Yeah,
though.
he's serious
I
about
be
he don't like
that.
trolling.
Ringo at all, bro. That's why I wish
Yeah,
what's the name was here, Wheezy, because Wheezy kind of like on the fence about Ringo.
Yeah.
Weezy ain't trying to hear that. Weezy always been on his side.
He did, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So that's funny as hell, man.
Can't
We've
wait
been
to
here.
I
see.
mean, look, to me, I think he's good. I think he's gonna prove a lot of people wrong too.
I
You
hope
know,
he prove
like
me wrong.
Jair. But if you're gonna tell me to choose between Jair or Kelly Ringo, I'm gonna go with Jair, bro. This is a
Facts.
proven,
Dude, a
proven
dog, and he
player
a
already.
dog, and he
You
bring
know,
attitude.
yeah, like it's just kind of yeah, we can plan for the future and all of that, but we can plan for the future and draft someone else too. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep, that's
yeah.
true.
Pine said Eagles need to tell us about Ringo, then spill the beans. Jesus. Well, hey, Vic already kind of told us what's up. I don't see, that's the thing about it. When Vic says something, I actually believe it. I actually believe it because he don't sugarcoat it. He tell us what it is.
yeah.
He said that Ringo he had some good OTAs. Him and what's the other dude name? Dory Jackson was battling, and I felt like he said that he was winning that battle. And if that's a good battle for him, because if he can't beat out Dory Jackson, please get off of my team. Because
Yep.
Dory Jackson is not that good, in my opinion.
Yep, and that's why I said week one is going. If he's the starter, week one is going to define what type of corner he is. I'm telling you,
That's
because
Yeah,
real
because
though.
what,
he's gonna be
We
on.
bro,
gotta
He's gonna have George
what
Pickens and
more?
CeeDee
What
Lamb on
more could
him.
you ask for competition wise? You got
what
George
more
Pickens
week one out the gate.
and CD Lamb. Like,
Hmm.
come on,
That-
you got to put on your big boy shoes. So
That's
that's
true.
gonna let me know what type of corner he is. Even
Because
though it's the
both
that-
of them,
first start, but
both of them will
right off the
burn
bat.
him. Both of them are really good receivers, and they
Yeah.
will burn you.
Right off the bat,
Yep.
it's no hiding. No, it's straight competition. As soon as you open the season up.
All
Yep.
4 games out the gate, really, if
Yep.
you think about it.
Yep.
The whole first 4 games is like that. So
So Quiz, you was right. These 3 games we got Dallas, Kansas City, and who else? Third game?
Rams, Bucks,
Rams.
then the Broncos.
yeah, so we got heavy hitters the whole start of the season.
First month.
Yep.
So he got some competition to go against. We're gonna find out. If
he
he is
might be
out, if he
benched
do
by the
start out
second
there, I'm not
game.
gonna be mad. I just want him
Especially
to do
against
good.
the
I'm gonna be rooting for the
Rams.
guy.
Oh God, I think the Rams wide receiving core better than the Cowboys.
Facts.
Hey, so
Wait,
question. So who does he guard in that first game? Is it?
Bro,
George Pickens.
I
It gotta
ain't
be
gonna lie.
Pickens, bro.
I see him getting cooked in the Rams game, bro. Oh
Well, I'm
God.
talking about the Dallas game.
Pickens. He gotta be on. He gotta
Pickens.
be on Pickens.
And
I
I
don't
ain't
think
gonna lie to you.
I don't think he can do anything with CeeDee Lamb.
I don't think he can do nothing with George Pickens. Honestly,
I don't think he,
I think it's gonna be a
Now,
tough
but
game.
George Pickens.
he
George
can't
Pickens
run
has
routes that
showed
good.
way more.
But I think he gonna get his welcome to the NFL league moment when he can play the Rams stuff for sure. On God,
I
like
think
I
the
think
yeah,
for
because
sure he gonna
he's
be
not good on misdirection and
Yeah,
and his hips is stiff still, and that's why I think Pickens is a good matchup for, or he's a good matchup for the Pickens, because Pickens is
because he
not really
can't run routes.
that
He
good
just
on running routes.
yeah.
He's just really a straight shot. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I think
Mhm.
Kellen Ringo is gonna be able to keep up with Pickens.
He could keep up with
For
him.
sure.
It's just George Pickens got an insane catch radius. Like
Yeah, he
he
can catch everything.
he
Bro can catch
catches and he'll
everything.
jump over your
Oh yeah, that's
head.
good
Like
news.
he athletic as hell. So we really finna find out what Keely Ringo is made of week one, because that's a hell of a receiving core they got over there. That ain't no slouch. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. I hate the
Fact.
Cowboys to death, but it's a damn good core they got over there. With a okay
With a
quarterback
good tight,
in the
and a
regular
good tight
season.
end. I got a good tight end too.
Good
That's
tight end Ferguson's nice, man.
he's
I ain't gonna
good.
lie. So
That offensive line is like wet paper. I'm not gonna
shaky,
lie.
very, very shaky.
That's why I think we gonna win that, because that offensive line is trash.
Mhm.
Let's be honest
Yeah.
here. Think about going up against our defensive line. We're gonna demolish that offensive line.
Right.
Fact.
I think we
Give
might
it
have
to
double
And
digits
one
sack.
about to have three sacks right there
I think
alone.
we lead that game with 9 to 10 sacks
Which,
as a whole.
which game? Which game you talking about?
Dallas.
The
The
Cowboys.
offensive
Yeah,
line is
we got
trash.
You
turn
said
up.
9 to 10 sacks of week one?
Bro, we do to blow them out, bro. I'm sick of them. I know we blew them out last
Yeah,
season, but
I
we
want to
do to
blow
blow them
Dak
out.
out. Pause.
Yeah,
Pause.
we do to
Pause.
blow him out. I'm sick of him.
I can't wait to beat this
He
dude.
talk too much.
Yeah, you need a pause on that game.
Pause.
Whoa.
I want to blow Dak out.
Yeah,
Pause.
pause.
Oh yeah, for sure. Whoa,
That
whoa,
was real.
That was
That was
egregious.
wild.
whoa, buddy.
That was egregious.
Yeah.
But look, there it is, man. Look, we've been rocking out for an hour and 44 minutes. I feel like we, you know what I mean, we covered everything. There's anything we didn't cover?
Man, I think we covered everything.
Yeah,
Everybody's
I think
still civil.
We
Yeah,
great, man.
absolutely.
We ain't got no weak spot. We just got a questionable spot. I wouldn't call
That's
it
it.
weak. Just
That's what
questionable.
I was saying. That's what I was
Or we
saying.
can, bro. And with all being said, bro, we can always call James Bradbury back, bro.
Oh hell no.
Nah, buddy.
Where bro playing that, by the way?
No,
we already have
sir.
one, bro. Adoree Jackson is Bradbury pretty much.
No, sir.
Shit.
Hey, so I got a question. Do y'all think that Khalid is better than James Bradbury?
Yeah.
Khalid?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah.
Ringo. Is
Yeah,
Ringo
oh,
Right
yeah,
now?
right now, yeah, hell yeah.
Mentally,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and more fit. He young, yeah. Bro,
Okay, yeah, I
Bradbury
give
should
him that
retire,
young,
bro.
but
Bradbury should retire, bro.
Bradbury wasn't bad.
He's
He got mentally fucked.
yeah,
That's what I think it
and
was.
he's
After that
slow.
game, after that holding call,
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the season after that,
He
but
never was the same.
he never was
yeah,
saying.
He has
But
to
check
do
this
this
out.
season.
When we drafted him, I remember coming on here saying he didn't even get the chance to rebound. We didn't even let him start. But he had a great year for us when we played opening, I want to say 2022 against Detroit. We were going back and forth with Detroit. He had a pick in that game. He had some, he had a decent game. He had a decent season that year. But
Yeah.
prior to him coming to the Eagles, James Bradbury was always 1 year on, 1 year off.
yep.
He
yep,
was
yep.
that was his resume.
And we paid him too. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Whole gang of money. A whole bunch
So
of
we
Yeah,
got a
I
good
gotta say,
season out
though,
of him. We got a bad season out of him, and that's exactly what his resume shows. So
he was a great teammate though. He was a great
No, but
team player,
I
bro.
still appreciate him though. I ain't gonna lie.
I do.
I'm glad he was a part of our team though.
But
that's
Like, cause
crazy
he
how
did
somebody could be a
he
part of the team and
he
you not
did
even
ball
know
out,
it. We
but
didn't even know he was
he
on the
still
team no
got him
more
a
like
ring
that.
at the end though. He got him a ring though.
bro. I'm
Yep.
taking that ring. He need to get that ring back. He ain't do nothing to get that ring.
He didn't even dress. I don't
Yeah,
think he
well,
dressed the
yeah.
season.
I don't even think he even came to the games. I ain't seen
Him,
him.
him and Bryce Huff need to get that ring back. Because Bryce Huff, he was
no,
a help.
Bryce Huff
And
need to give it back more to him though. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
no,
No, I ain't gonna lie. James Bradbury
James Bradbury
he
deserved it.
deserved that ring,
He was
bro.
yeah,
supposed
he
to win
deserved
one
it.
with us.
We
Who?
just
Supposed
was
to
Yeah,
mad
win
at him
one with
because he
us.
was sorry
we
he
should
had
have
a
got one with
2023.
him on the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Who deserved one?
James Bradbury
Yeah, he
deserved the Super
deserved
Bowl
one,
ring.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. He deserved one.
Oh,
He got fucked out of one. That holding
Yep.
call was bullshit. That was, bro. What happened to within 5 yards? Like
yeah.
within 5 yards between
And it was a terrible throw. It was a terrible throw.
it was uncatchable.
Oh
So
god, they just had
what
to cheat.
it was underneath 5 yards. I thought, or if I'm tripping, within the first 5 yards,
You allowed to
you
put
could
hands.
beat the receiver up at the
Yeah.
line. After that
Yep.
5, you gotta let him go. It was in above 5 yards, and the ball was
Bro,
uncatchable.
it was
Right.
bro.
It
They
don't
was
really matter
so
what
thrown
happened.
off.
If the ball uncatchable, it don't matter.
It don't matter. So
Yeah,
that
oh
flag
god.
was bullshit, and we gotta eat. We gotta bite
Yeah.
that bullet. It was terrible, but
They
But we
basically
also
gave them
had
the game, bro. They gave them the game because they still look. Because even if they don't get their call, bro, they still putting points on it. They still taking the lead with the field
the
goal.
field goal.
Like
You right?
they physically took they took the game out of our hands.
Yeah,
The refs stole the game away.
yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with
You're
that.
right.
Cheating ass motherfucker. But oh well, look, we got our ring. About to
Yep.
get another one too.
Yep, they
Got
try
to
to
get
start
another.
off early on the first drive. But they just knew they couldn't fuck with us, bro. They couldn't cheat for them in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, the refs yeah, they definitely did.
Bro, this shit still hurt, bro.
We got our get back though.
Yeah.
Right. At least we got our get back, Kev. At least we
Okay.
punched the hell out. We punched Patrick Mahomes in the face. Like
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite pictures of that Super Bowl is when Jalen Carter punched him in the face.
Bro, I still got the picture of him. It's 24-0. Bro was like 5 for like 20. With like, I think we had like 20 yards or some shit.
Total
That's
Terrible.
domination.
bad, bro.
Total
God.
domination.
That was like I use that this analogy right here. Patrick Mahomes had his fellow students and teachers hold him back from the fight. he was talking that big shit, but he had somebody hold him back. When nobody hold him back this time around, he got that ass whooped. You know, that's how I see about it. Got that ass whooped. And
Mexican
we
hold
pulled
your
his
hand
card.
this time.
I don't know how I need to say this. I'm not sure if we figured out Patrick Mahomes, like he just pure dominance over the NFL until that game right there.
I know, bro. Honestly, bro, I know he's supposed to be the best quarterback, but I never looked at him as just.
A
I'm
scary
sorry.
quarterback to face.
I don't think he's that good, bro. This is
You don't
my
think so?
opinion. I'm sorry.
I think you're that good, bro.
You don't think so,
Nah,
Bro, that
Quench?
yeah,
good.
same
Bro, that damn good, man.
He's good, but I'm saying I
He
just
that
don't
damn good.
how people saying maybe because we just be beating the shit out, we beat the shit out of him. Maybe it's because of that, but I always been feeling like that. I just don't think he's all that. I think he's good,
That nigga
great,
had me on
but
edge, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time
Yeah,
we
yeah.
play Patrick Mahomes, it's like, yo, get him to the ground.
I only felt it at one time, bro. The time when they came to Philly, when they played us in the daytime. What was it, 2021, bro? That's it. But after that, I don't think he's like that, bro. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
I don't say he's not like that, but I'm saying I just don't think I feel like people overhyped him.
I'm
I
not
feel
mad
like
at
he's
that. I'm not mad at that, Hodden. I'm not mad at that. Like you're
Quez,
not
who the
gonna.
best quarterback in the NFL?
he the best, but I'm saying though, it's like it's not by a long shot though. Not to me. I
Gotcha.
don't think it's a long shot.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
the
I
thing
feel
is,
like
if Jalen can get a couple more Super Bowls under his belt, right? Then we can start saying those type of we can have those type of.
Yeah, that part.
honestly, bro, I feel like the big four is close to him. I feel like Lamar close to him,
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You feel like
This my
Lamar
opinion.
close? You feel like Lamar Jackson close to Patrick though?
Good. When it comes to talent, just period.
I think Lamar is good, bro. He just suck in the playoffs.
It just
But that's a big part of football, NFL football. Like, what good are you if
You suck in the
we pay
playoffs.
you all this money, we draft you in the first round because the idea is to go to the Super Bowl and win it and host a trophy, have a parade. What good are you if you don't do that for me? Like Jalen, I'll take Jalen all year if that nigga give me 20, 25 passing touchdowns, 3,000 yards, a few rushing here and there, and he gonna do what he need to do in the playoffs in a bowl. I take that all day. What good are you if you just produce in the regular season and come time to really win the games when in the wild card divisional conference and when it comes time to put on that 4-piece, put together that good 4-piece or 3-piece, whatever you got to do, whatever it is. What good are you if you can't do that for me? What good are you?
That's what I said. All this shit go out the door.
It go out when it comes to that playoffs, bro.
They be behind them stats, bro. This shit don't mean nothing. Because if you just plan for stats, you can get your stats. If I wake up every day and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get this," I'm only focusing on getting this amount of stats. You're eventually gonna get it because you're dedicating yourself to playing for stats.
True.
When in reality, you're supposed to be playing to win it. Like so I said, that's why I'm God, bro. Anybody can do this shit, really. If they really just take their mind to it. If they don't care about winning.
And it's not like Lamar don't have a stacked team. He always have a really, really good team. A lot of talent around him. Yeah,
and defense. He's always had a top 10 defense since he's been in the league.
They think you gotta.
He has a better team. He has a better team than Patrick Mahomes. Can anybody name
multiple years?
Can anybody name a wide receiver Patrick Mahomes had last year besides Travis Kelce?
Patrick Mahomes he didn't have a good roster last year. That roster was not
even
good.
the year before he didn't.
The year before,
but he strung it out. He was winning games by 3, by 7.
That's why
he
I
was stringing them shits out.
He has no wide receivers and he has no running back. He only had Travis Kelce. That's it.
And what's the name was hurt most of the year, right? The running back
Brown, yeah.
And the running back too.
Pacheco.
And the running back too. Yep.
So, Patty get that shit done, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If a quarterback can carry you to a Super Bowl, lacking talent, you didn't have your running back. All you had was Worthy, who was a rookie, and Kelce.
Yeah.
Who else? Who was on the side of Worthy? I can't tell you who was on the side of Worthy.
Oh, they had
Hopkins. Okay. Yeah.
And they had Juju.
Again. He was still there?
Yeah, they had him again.
He came back.
Yeah, but he's trash though.
Yeah, he's been trash.
He buns, bro.
Patty strung together some wins, man, but
but they had a really, really good defense. You gotta
That's
You got to get a
the last 2
defense
years.
credit.
That's how they got to the Super Bowl.
That's
The
that. I will give
defense.
you that quiz. That's how they got.
God, but
Yeah.
nobody want to say. Nobody want to say that though. They don't want to say that though. But everybody, come on, man.
Yeah,
God is y'all defense.
the defense
You're
was
right
trash.
about that.
Hiding right. We got to stop crediting these Super Bowls. They ain't never won. They never been to at least been to a Super Bowl. Like if you ain't never even sniffed a bowl, come on, man. Like, come
At
on.
least
What are
for
we
the
Like, and
talking
stop
about, bro? What
comparing your team to ours,
are
bro.
we
Just because
talking
y'all don't
about?
got what we got, don't mean y'all can't win.
at least for
If
the
a,
campaign, we can't do that because the campaign is what we pushing right now because these motherfuckers hate on Jalen Hurts at a rapid rate. So
that's
the
why we talk the way we do.
right,
Yeah.
the campaign is to continue talking Jalen Hurts up. So I understand that Hodden is that we can't credit these guys because it takes it to another level. But I mean, look, man, these motherfuckers are good, bro.
They good, but it's so Josh Allen, let's use him for an example. We were just on Lamar. Josh Allen cannot seem to get past Patrick Mahomes. He's his kryptonite. You
Yeah.
you can defeat everybody in the postseason, in the regular season, throw for however many yards, however many touchdowns, and you gotta face Patrick Mahomes to take it to the next level, and you just can't do it. You just can't. Like if I was a Bills fan, I'd be like, man, fuck this shit, dog. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. 11 and 12 and 5, 13. I'm sick of that. I want to get past Patty, which he can't seem to do. So
Yep.
after a certain time, that coach is going to be like, or that owner is going to be like, you know what? Let's get somebody else in here. Josh has had 12 years. He's always been in the playoffs. He just can't seem to he can't seem to damn sniff the bowl. He can't even seem to sniff it. Lamar can't seem to sniff it. Like, why are they being put at a pedestal and they can't even? He can't get past Patty. Luckily, he not in our. I'm glad he not in our conference because we're gonna face him in a game that matters. And you saw what happened. Jalen Hurts can't go toe to toe with him like that because you got to also play defense and stuff. But when Jalen Hurts was given the opportunity to hike the ball and put the ball in the end zone, he did that. Smitty, boom, touchdown! God damn it! Like that. He
Yeah.
put the ball where it needed to be.
You can
AJ
honestly
Brown
say,
touchdown. Dallas Goddard with the first down. Like
but
Jalen Hurts was
Oh
not
God.
making any mistakes, but that one um
Yep. You know
interception
what?
he had.
But the defense could have easily won the MVP. But okay, Josh Sweat had 2 sacks. Okay, wow.
yeah,
Wow. They
you
ain't
can
been the
honestly
whole
say
year.
that Jalen Hurts outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Because you
Yes.
you can say that for the first one, but you kind of can't because on paper, he did have a little bit of better of a game. But this time, he honestly
Hold on,
outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking
No,
about the first.
he outplayed them in both.
Well, if you look at the stats, bro,
In the
Bring
first
he outplayed
matchup, he
the
had
first.
182 yards.
He outplayed him a little bit. Pull up the stats, Kev.
was
You
it Super Bowl
you
57?
said Mahomes outplayed Hurts?
Jalen Hurts. He outplayed him just by a little bit in that first game,
So
It's
Patrick
from
Mahomes.
in the first Super Bowl?
that first Super Bowl. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Let me see. Let me go to ESPN real quick.
Yeah, I thought
just
Jalen
just
Hurts.
just Google it. Just Google
No,
it.
Jalen Hurts
Teams,
had more yards, more touchdowns, everything.
and then
They might have had
okay.
182 yards.
So Patrick Mahomes was in the first Super Bowl we lost. He was 21 to 27, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts was 27 to 38, 304, 1 touchdown.
And no, total.
But
He had
but
3.
total touchdown.
Okay. Total touchdowns. He did run a few and he push touch.
Yeah, the
I ain't gonna lie to
touchdown.
you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I've been wanting to say this for a minute. I do not count the tush push as rushing touchdowns for Jalen Hurts.
I understand why too. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. That's cool.
I can't give him that. I can
Cool.
take if he gonna run it in for 5 yards, 10 yards, cool, I give him that. But with the ultimate help with the entire team to push you in and you get credit for 16 rushing touchdowns, sorry, Jalen,
But
I can't do that.
all
I
of them
have to
not
give it to him. And the reason why I
all of
gotta
them
give
not
it to him
tush push
is
though.
because so many teams that try to do the same shit and they can't do it. Josh Allen is freaking taller and maybe not stronger than Jalen Hurts, but
He's
he's taller
bigger
than
though. He's
Jalen
just
Hurts.
bigger.
They tried to do like that last year. They couldn't do it.
But Dogger,
But
do you think
all his tush push, all his runs not tush pushes though.
they're
Tush
not? They're
pushes.
not. I'm just saying the ones that are tush push when we at the 2 or the 1, Dogger, do you think it's a Jalen Hurts thing that the tush push is successful, or is it a collective offensive unit when them boys collide together and they get
I
the
think it's both,
surging?
and
You
I
know,
think
I
it's
like
just
think
Jalen Hurts
easy.
I
do be
think it's
in
more
the air
the
sometime. Jalen Hurts' feet be in the air getting
Yeah,
pushed.
sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah, I watched the Super
yeah,
Friends.
you're
I
right.
think CFT said, "Man, I be seeing Jalen in the air sometimes." LB like, "Nah, I don't see that." I'm like, "Nah, LB, that nigga be feet in the air getting
yeah,
pushed,"
but
which I
I seen
love. Don't
that.
get me
Yeah,
wrong,
it's
but
both. It's both on their end, bro. Because sometimes I see him push the pile too before they
sometimes he
even.
Yep.
pushed the
Yeah,
pile, and sometimes you got them running backs and like Dallas Goddard is the main pusher back there. Really,
yeah,
Dallas got to be back there, and he just surging. The offensive line just surging. So I I think it's me personally. I think it's a collective unit. Like it's got to
yeah.
be a
It's
collective
both.
unit. It's got to be a
Yeah.
collective unit.
I think is more on the O line and Jalen than anybody else.
Not the
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
pushing him.
I think it's I
I
think
think he be already
even
there
if the
before they
for the
even.
guys pushing him, I think they would have get, let's say if they do touch push 10 times, I still think they would have get 8 out of 10 compared to 9 out of 10 with the touch push.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I get that.
Bro,
I
you gotta
just
think he's freaking squatting 800 pounds, bro.
Ain't like
so
strong as
you're
hell.
right though. Like when he hiked the ball and he start to play, he not in the air. I give you that. When he
Yeah.
You know?
and he's got to give some force. He's
Yeah,
got
he's
to do it
pushing.
himself at some point.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, but then you gonna come in with the help. So I understand like he does play the part in it. I just don't think when we say, man, Jalen ran for, let's just hypothetically, Jalen ran for 12 touchdowns this year. When 9 of them was at the one and he was tush push. You know, I can't really give him that credit. You know, I
But
like
why
to
can't
see
other teams do it though, Kev? Like, why can't we give him the credit if other teams cannot
this
do
why
it
other
though?
teams can't do it. This is my honest opinion why other teams can't do it. Because we created it. We created it and we practiced it a certain way. I heard it wasn't even called a tush push. Brotherly
No,
show. They
no.
I heard they got some different shit in
They
in the
got some
organization
different
what they
names
call
for
it.
it. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm. They
we
didn't
we
tell us.
we created it, and however we created this thing, this tush push, however it's been created, they do it a certain way. They practice it a certain way, and they get it done. Like the other teams only see what they see on film. But somebody created this, and somebody said this is how it need to be. I'm not sure who it is, but somebody created this play, and it needs to be executed this way. You can line up and try to do it all day long, but you don't have the knowledge of how it's supposed to be done. You just go turn on the film and see what we do, but you don't really have the full concept of how we do it. That's what I believe. I don't know how it's done. I don't know how we. I cannot tell you why we're so successful with that because we've been stopped. But it's been a lot of teams who've tried it, and they don't have a good success rate.
It was
So
garbage.
the garbage at it. So I would say to you, how to I mean not how to, but Daga, I think it's whoever created that play. It's done a specific way. I think we have like when Philly run up to the line and we finna run that tush push, we've already like the other team is mentally psyched out already
Facts.
versus Josh Allen running it. Like, oh, y'all not Philly. We finna stop y'all. You don't have us mentally. We finna stop you, and they do. But when we run it, man, you might as well not even get in your stance. Because we finna
Yeah.
get this first. You might as well give it to us. Like, it's something about it that it mentally fucks other teams, and we run it a certain way. Who I give all the credit to whoever created this play. Hopefully it's Nick Sirianni. Hopefully, Doggy. Nick Sirianni. You know? But we
Not
do
gonna
it,
hear that.
we do it differently. Like you can't come in, your girl say, no, he stroked me a little bit better, baby. Whoa,
Oh,
what I'm
pause.
doing wrong. You just ain't doing it right. It's just I don't know, man,
Yeah.
but we do it differently. You can't just line up and try to run a tush push. Like we got a certain mentality when we approach that line, man. I have
And
faith.
I also think it's leverage, right? The Philadelphia Eagles just got better leverage in that play, and we just have a strong offensive line, and like you said, a stronger quarterback.
Mhm.
Now you put Saquon Barkley behind him, also with AJ Dillon behind him, two really strong quarterbacks. Like we might get it 10 yards, like because we've been getting like 4 yards, bro. We get like 4 to 5 yards. The
And
only
a tush
team that
push,
the
yeah.
only team that get 4 to 5 yards on that play. You know what I'm saying? And that's because everything. I think it's a whole. Everybody
That's
is
a
a
good
whole.
point right there, though, from Theodore Knock. That's a good point right there.
You said they can't say that because we have coaches that left to become head coaches that were around when it was created in their team. Yeah, that's true. That's a fact.
When was the
That's a
tush push
fact.
created? Nick Sirianni or
No, it was
Doug?
Nick Sirianni. Nick
So
Sirianni. I ain't never seen this until Nick Sirianni.
you're right. So Nick
Yep.
Sirianni come in and boom, we got the tush push. So what Theodore is saying that other coaches could have been responsible for it, correct? They could
No,
have
no,
been
no. What he's
responsible.
saying, no, what he's saying is, you know how Stein went to the Colts and Gannon went to Arizona. Stein tried to do it with Richardson, and they are not successful at accomplishing the touch push.
Right.
We're the only one that actually able to do it, because that's what I was telling. Because remember, I was telling you, like, I gotta give him the credit of those touchdowns, rushing touchdowns,
Yeah,
because
absolutely. I do too.
mostly because of him and the O line, not only the touch push. Now, and I was telling, like, why can't all the people do it, all the teams? Stein was here whenever we created the touch push,
Yeah.
you know, but still his team cannot do it. He knows how to do it, but his team still cannot do it. And the
They
Colts,
missing
you
the
know,
offensive line and the quarterback.
same thing with Gannon and Arizona Cardinals. They
Mhm.
cannot do it. We're the only team that can actually do it.
That makes sense. So it's
Yeah.
got to be a Jalen thing.
Oh yeah, it's a Jalen thing for sure. It's a
Shout out
Jalen
to you,
thing.
little
That makes
Griffin.
sense.
The
Yeah,
same
look,
thing,
see?
Kev, the same thing with the running and whenever people say, oh, that Barkley, like the main reason why we wanted, because of Barkley and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. The O-line is amazing. The O-line is probably best O-line right now. But without Jalen mentality on telling Barkley where to run and where to line up and stuff like that, and when to hand the ball away and stuff, like hand the ball back to Barkley and stuff like that,
Or pull it when
Barkley's
he
not
doing
getting
what's the name?
2,000 yards. He
That's
might
a
get 1,500. He might get between 13 and 1,500 yards of another team, not 2,000.
Yeah.
And that's because of Jalen.
That's a great point,
Mhm.
dog. And the reason why I say that is because when we started this season, right, everybody said that Kellen Moore don't run the ball, right? He has a problem running the ball. And I said, no, well, you got to think about how his offense is ran, that Boise State offense. The quarterback has full autonomy of when the running back is going to get the ball on those play action style plays, right? And everybody's like, I don't know about that. Jalen called his number a whole lot. And sometimes Saquon called his own number, to be honest. Right. And that's that Boise State offense. And that's why I said that Kellen Moore, the running game, would be successful here, because it's the full autonomy was Jalen Hurts when he decided to run the football. You know what I mean? And
Facts.
it worked out great. It worked out fantastic.
You guys have some great points for sure. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
open me up, Dogger, with that touch push. I agree now, because if other teams can't do it, and we have coaches who were here who would have had insight on how the players successfully ran, and they couldn't successfully do it with their quarterbacks, it's got to be a Jalen thing. So
it's a Jalen thing. And that's
Yeah.
and look, and if you think about it, that's the reason why people hate Jalen Hurts so much, because they can't stop a play that they know that's coming. Like we know when the motherfucking play coming. Like, it's not no mystery.
Oh God, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2,
Yeah, it's coming.
4th and 2, it's coming.
We tell you it's coming.
You might
Pause.
as well give it to us.
Right, you might as well
line
play
up
it.
in the stance.
Pull the chains. Just get the chains rolling when you see that play come out. Because 90% of the time we gonna convert, or 90% or better, I should say, we gonna convert.
Yeah, 90% of 95
Facts.
or better. Because no one can seem. Well, I don't want to say no one can seem to stop it. We've been stopped, but very few times. Very few times.
And a ref, you gotta think about how many times a ref called. What was it? Was it false start or legal procedure?
False start.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. So think about the times they did that as well. Motherfuckers can't stop that play. That's our play. And that's why they hate us so much, because they can't stop it. And I understand. I get it. I get it.
Hate us.
If you keep
they try to do it whatever to discredit us, bro.
Y'all ain't gonna watch the Super Bowl no more. I'm gonna say defense just need to come with, like all other 31 NFL teams. Their defensive coordinators and defensive minded guys need to come up with a tush push play, a tush stop play. Y'all figure it out. We've been excelling with this play for 2 whole years, 3
They've been
years.
trying, Kev. That's why they've been jumping over the line of scrimmage. What was it Frankie Doodoo, whatever they call him?
Can't stand dude.
Boo.
Sorry,
He been
Hey, how
jumping over
hard
the
is
line.
it? Did what you need to do.
I'm
gonna give it
be
a
trying
shot.
to injure. He be trying to
I know
injure Jalen.
that
He be trying to injure Hurts. He be
They
trying
do.
to injure him for
Yeah,
real.
every time he played him, he tried to hit it,
Mhm.
knock his lights out.
Yeah.
Yep.
This what I say. This is how you stop the tush push. This is what I would say. This is how you stop the tush push. Line up in the exact same formation.
But they can't do that.
And
It's a flag for them.
Yeah.
If they
It's-
they cannot push people on the defense.
it can't.
Yeah. You can't do it.
That's cold. Then I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. This was well thought out. This wasn't just something like they threw a damn dart at the wall and was like, oh, it's gonna work. No, this was well thought out. That's why you can't remove this play from the game because how much went into, how much practice goes into this play being successful.
That's cold.
Yeah.
Because I would have lined up on the defense and I would have had a linebacker or a defensive end, and we going damn surge together. We going, and whoever pushes wins. Whoever push forward, push back, wins. But the fact that the defense cannot push and the offense can push,
It's a disadvantage. Disadvantage.
That's a disadvantage, and I could understand why if the offense can push and the defense cannot, how the fuck you gonna stop it? You got to take a.
I'm gonna tell you how you stop it. I'm gonna tell you how you stop it. You got to stop it on first and second down. You got to stop it on first and second down.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only way to stop it.
Don't give us third and fourth and short.
Don't give us 3rd and 1. You give us 3rd and 1, first down.
Yeah.
And that kills people. Because you can't stop us on first and second down because we got one of the best running backs in the National Football League, and we got one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League. We got one of the best offenses in the National Football League. So you can't stop us on first and second. If you do, we're gonna get it on 3rd down.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the truth, man.
Right.
Well, I'm lucky to be in this position with my team, and we got the unstoppable play, versus being a fan of another team.
I'm ready to troll. I'm just ready to troll again.
I'm telling you, y'all picked
80 more days. You got 80 days, Quiz.
Y'all picked the right team. Y'all picked the right team. I appreciate y'all guys for doing that. You know what I mean? Because y'all didn't have to do it. Y'all could have picked any team. I mean, I'm from Philly, right? So it kind of, you know what I mean? This all I knew. But y'all didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all came, it's like, look, man, I got to pick these birds, man, because I got to go against what everybody else say.
Oh God, my dad, I learned this shit from my dad being he bandwagon to hell, but I used to be a fan of McNabb too, though. Like he used to put me on McNabb, and he hated the Patriots. That's why how I really became to like the Eagles.
I hate the Patriots too, kind of. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh God, fuck them.
I ain't gonna cap.
Now they trash right now.
Y'all still fuck them now?
Oh God, fuck them forever.
I don't like
them bitches won too many.
Yeah,
them boys,
they won too many.
They not gonna win too many after this now.
Yeah.
They say they got better. That defense definitely got better.
Defense definitely got better.
They not finna win no damn Super Bowls like they was though.
Yeah, no, I think
Drake.
I think Drake man ass.
Mill Williams not gonna get those 6 sacks or whatever anymore, bro, because he doesn't have a Jalen Carter next to him anymore.
Exactly.
That's gonna be interesting to watch too, right there. Milton Williams and how he produced with that big contract. Like we don't know what type of Milton was a 3rd or 4th round pick out of LA Tech.
3rd round.
But you guys think about something, Kev. Think about Javon Hargrave and how dominant he was in his defense, and when he left here, how dominant has he been?
Oh God!
We don't hear nothing about Javon Hargrave.
And we didn't have Big Fangio though.
He's a free agent right now.
Yeah,
is he?
No, he with the Broncos.
Oh, he went on the Broncos.
I think he with the Broncos.
I know. The 49ers released him.
Damn, bro,
because they got tired of paying his head. We stayed play 2 years? 2 years with them or 1 year?
Yeah, no, it was 2 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
they thought they were gonna win.
He with the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings. Yeah, they're gonna be. They're gonna be legit, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But hey, we're gonna rub the joint up though, bro. We've been in the hole.
Hey, y'all finna go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. We've been here 2 hours. Look, man, I appreciate everybody. We got 60 people in the chat. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to all the channels. The link is definitely in the description.
Please make sure y'all subscribe, man. If y'all, subscribe to our channels.
Absolutely. Don't just sit in here and watch and don't show love, man. We continue doing this by y'all support. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Until next time, man. You already know what it is.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Let's go. Holla at y'all.
I don't want to be. I want to spend my life savings on this. I want to abandon all financial responsibility and dump it in here.